Hey, what's going on, Klein Ally?
Are you ready?
Hello, Klein Ally, you little bitch.
Klein Ally, it's just okay.
Just don't let things bother you too much.
Good morning, everybody.
Hey, what up, Klein Ally?
Whoa, sweet David Snake, did you see that?
Viva Klein Ally Show. Let's get the show started. The show started. The show started.
We are live in Los Angeles. 3, 2, 1. And here we go.
It's Klein Ally Show. 106.7 KROQ-FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The sonic pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous K-Rock.
Hell yeah, good morning, welcome to your Tuesday. It's K-Rock, we are Klein Ally Show. Decent one in store for you today. The great Seth Green will be stopping to hang out with us in the K-Rock studios. It's one of those guys, been in a lot of movies, a lot of shows, and it means something different to all of us, be it the character he plays Family Guy, or perhaps Robot Chicken's your thing, or maybe it was Allie's favorite movie ever, Rat Race.
I love Rat Race. Such an underrated movie.
So Seth Green, longtime regular here at K-Rock, makes his triumphant return a little bit later this morning. Another round of Lifetime Achievement Awards to get to. We will get you into a couple of cool things, including this new festival in Santa Monica. It is called Ocean Way Festival. And if you start listening to the show right now, everything we say, starting immediately, could be the answer to a question. And you can participate in the first ever Klein Ally Ocean Way Quiz at the end of the show. Questions that we have not written yet because they have not happened yet, but they will happen over the next 4 hours. And all you got to do
What are we calling this again?
It's the Klein Ally Ocean Way Quiz.
Oh, I did hear that right the first time. Wow.
Unfortunately, you did, Omar.
Sadly,
because
that's right.
the festival's called Ocean Way.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
so it's Shoshin.
Yeah.
Ocean Way Quiz.
Got it.
You listen closely, and then there's questions about today's show. It could be something we say. It could be something that happens when Seth Green is here. It could be one of the dumb things that happens. It could be one of these
Could be a question about the name of the game.
Could be one of these messages we play from the goat line like this one.
Hey, guys, we did it. Can somebody do me a favor and ask Johnny if he was at a acai place over the weekend?
Johnny, were you at an acai place over the weekend? There's a very important message on the goat line.
Bro, what the hell? I hate when people do this, man. Yeah, I was at an acai place.
Oh, I'm glad this was you because you got to hear what this guy claims he heard Johnny ask the person working there. Anyone want to take a guess at what is the dumbest thing you could ask a person working at an
acai place?
Yeah, because this guy, listen to this.
I was there, and I swear this guy in line had a very similar voice, not the exact same voice, so I thought it might be him. And I was pretty sure it was him because the moron asked if the...
Okay, before I play the question, what do you think is the dumbest thing you could ask someone at an acai place? Because this guy claims he overheard Johnny asking this question.
Is it ice cream?
Is it ice cream? Okay, that's good. Omar, is there fruit in this?
Yeah.
All right, that's pretty dumb. Jake, want to guess on this?
Is this fish?
Is this fish? Would be pretty dumb. That would be pretty dumb. This is what the guy claims he heard Johnny ask. Johnny, do you remember what question you asked before I play this?
Yeah, we were joking about what was it called? It was some pink, new thing they had. And we were like...
No, wrong. You're wrong. This is what the guy claims.
Different idiotic thing.
This is what the guy claims he heard you ask.
The moron asked if the coconut shavings were cheese.
Dude, literally, I was just like, hey, let me get some cheese on my thing. And then it made the girl behind the counter laugh. And obviously, it's not cheese. It's coconut, bro.
Well, this guy claims he heard you.
So you're claiming you knew all along?
Or cheese? Who puts cheese on acai bowl? Anyway, that's it. Just curious. Later.
Well, we can confirm, sir, that was Johnny asking about shredded cheese on his acai bowl. So thank you for calling to rat him out.
Probably wouldn't be the worst thing.
Yeah, perhaps.
Cheese makes everything better.
Yeah.
Cheese does make everything better.
I can see. I mean, just the idea.
He's like ordering it like a Chipotle bowl.
Yeah. A little more cheese there.
I'll do the pico de gallo over there.
Sir, those are goji berries. Okay, whatever. It's K-Rock with Klein Ally Show. Remember, listen closely when you're way into Ocean Festival. And we get you to Universal Studios later this morning on K-Rock. Good morning.
Klein Ally Show. Mornings on K-Rock. Yeah! K-Rock.
You're listening to a pregnant lesbian and this guy right here. It's K-Rock with your Klein Ally Show. And good morning to you a little bit later. I can't believe it's true, but after Ally and Vanessa took some time updating Jake's dating profile, He already had a date last night.
He moves fast.
Moves very quickly, and he was not getting dates for a long time until you guys took control of his dating profile. And the best part about this date he went on, which we don't know much about what happened, but he did give the date an exit interview at the end of the date, which I think all people should do at the end of all dates. I think it would make everyone better daters in general.
I think it would eliminate ghosting, which I'm so sick of.
Here's just a tease of what we can look forward to later this morning. Jake asking his date from last night a little bit about what she thought about him.
How would you rank my outfit?
Ooh.
1 out of 10.
Seriously?
Yeah, 1 out of 10.
Seriously? On
Sure.
a first date?
Yeah.
A 1.
A maniacal laugh.
That is not a great question answer to get right there on a first date. That his outfit. She breaks down why it was a 1, and I'm sure that we don't.
I think we all know why it was a 1.
We all know why it was a 1. So
Jake's not the type of guy to dress to impress anybody.
No,
right? He just will wear what he's wearing.
Yes.
It's
because
funny
he feels comfortable
when
in
we
that.
go to like something quote fancy,
Yeah,
what
he
he chooses
puts
to wear,
on
like
his
what
purple
his
jeans.
nice
Fancy
outfit is.
shorts.
right.
Or like closed-toed shoes is like fancy for him.
Yeah.
It is
Like,
fancy.
The difference between everyday Jake and fancy Jake is so unnoticeable to the naked eye.
But it's still purple. It's just
Yeah.
like purple with a sleeve.
But to him, it's a bit like K-Rock's Almost Acoustic Christmas. You know, he'll be like, I don't know if you noticed this Tool shirt, but I've never worn this out, before. I'm like, what?
This one says Tool, as opposed to the other one.
So anyway, we'll get into the exit interview. It'll be uncomfortable fun for all of us. And if you're single right now or getting in the dating pool, it'll probably make you feel better and or worse about your current
I think
situation.
it'll give you hope.
We'll get into a little round of Ally Knows the News in a moment. If you'd like to take some of her money, I don't recommend you call unless you're ready to actually battle her. Of course, there's always controversy surrounding Ally Knows the News. And yesterday, someone claims that they finally figured out how you're cheating, why you're winning so much.
Oh, my goodness. This cheating scandal's got to stop.
It is nonstop accusations of Ally cheating, and this is a new guy with a new theory.
Hey, what's up, guys? Sweet dips. Drunken message for sure, but I gotta call shenanigans. All right. So I listen, I catch up every day on the podcast, and, I listen, I don't say much, but I gotta call shenanigans on yesterday's Ally Knows the News. Ally, you cheating bitch. Soon as, you know the questions beforehand, soon as Klein messed up and said it was about the red card and who got it, before he even finished the question, after he erroneously asked what the player was, you got your panties in a bunch and so I was like, wait, what player? Like, you knew he was going to ask what team, and that's what the question he was supposed to ask. Or am I just overthinking shit? Oh, man.
You are overthinking, sir,
wow.
because I haven't
You're
even,
massively overthinking
I haven't
it.
even written the questions yet. I don't even write the questions until...
And you can't even read Klein's writing.
That's
crazy
Even if
terrible.
he handed me the questions,
Yeah.
I would not be able to know what they are because they are written by hand from Kevin Klein.
I can't read them half the time, and I write them.
That's why you asked the wrong question, probably.
Sometimes I've done that.
Oh, man. I got to get a job.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got a jug of jizz.
Okay.
Those are my people that baby. Honk, honk. Sweet knocker.
Thank you for that lovely message. Of course, you can always leave your thoughts, good, bad, or otherwise. Accuse us of things on the GOAT line. That number's 844-956-GOAT. We're streaming live on YouTube right now if you want to watch the show as you listen to it, or if perhaps you need some visual stimulation to go with this. We'll come back in a moment, take your calls. Giveaway, listen to this. If you win, $100 of Ally's money. If you lose, a very own piece of limited edition Klein Ally Show merch. Could be a T-shirt, could be a hat. The choice is yours. We'll come back with that after this on K-Rock.
Hello, this is Brandon Flowers from The Killers. Lock your speed dial on K-Rock.
Listen to K-Rock every hour from 9 to 6 to win a pair of tickets to Ocean Wave Festival, Saturday, September 26th at the beach in Santa Monica.
Oh, is that what they're calling it now?
With The Killers, Jack White, Sublime, and more.
How's everybody doing? See me run a place so I can fix this till the sun blows up in the sky.
Courtesy of Golden Voice. Tickets and info at OceanWaveFestival.com.
Keep listening for your chance to win.
On the world famous K-Rock Rock and Roll.
KROQ.
5 questions, $100 or a consolation prize. Hopefully you do better than Ally, so she's forced to give you some money, and it'll put her in a bad mood for the rest of the show. Or you let her win, and you get yourself something else, like some limited edition Klein Ally Show merch, a hat, a shirt, the official look of the summer. There's a nice little video that's up on our Instagram at Klein Ally Show. You can see some of the many coworkers here in the building that have been forced to model our new gear.
Yes, it's all the rage, though. I know those people didn't really consent to wearing all those merch items, but there have been people in the office asking around. We've had to kind of hoard the boxes.
Yeah.
Because people do like especially, I've never been intimate with Jake t-shirts.
Yeah, very popular. And I'll tell you, I know a lot of, real clothing companies would have professional models wearing their stuff because, if you look at someone and they look hot wearing something, you go, I should buy that and wear that. I'll look hot in that too.
We have Old Man Jim.
We got Jim and we got some other randoms. I saw engineer Justin wearing something as well. So just regular random people roaming the halls here at K-Rock wearing the new merch you could get yourself right now. We say good morning to Ray in Granada Hills. Good morning, Ray, and welcome to K-Rock.
Good morning.
5 questions about the news. I don't know if you've been studying or paying any attention to what's been going on in the world in the last 24 hours, but Allie will go ahead and saunter out of the K-Rock studios. If you have no problem taking the money from a pregnant woman, you'll have that opportunity in mere moments. As she leaves, your round will begin. Please answer these questions quickly, confidently, accurately. No cheating. Here we go.
Allie knows the news.
Scary news. A 3-year-old from Santa Clarita was bitten by a rattlesnake that was hiding where exactly?
In a bush.
In a bush. Go to question number 2. Powerball tickets will now be available and sold for the first time ever where?
Where? Arco?
Arco, all right. Write that down. We go to question number 3. Trailer for this movie is breaking all sorts of records as people are excited to see Robert Downey Jr. returning to Marvel. What movie trailer is starting to break movie trailer viewing records?
The New Avengers.
New Avengers. Write that down. We go to question number 4. Prince Harry has publicly admitted that he is not the UK's most famous Harry. Who does he believe is a more famous Harry than he in the UK?
Harry Styles.
And finally, question number 5. Tom Brady rumored to be joining WWE now so he can settle a beef that has been brewing between himself and who?
Let's say The Rock.
The Rock. All right. How do you think you did?
Probably not good.
Fair enough.
It's a lot harder when you're actually on the phone.
Yeah, you listen, you're in your car in traffic yelling at the radio. Easy peasy. But once you're on the air, not so easy. Allie's back in the studio. Don't say anything else. Regardless, even if you lose, you'll leave here with something. So hold on one second. Allie's back in her seat. Question number 1. Allie.
Okay, yep.
Scary news to begin with. A 3-year-old in Santa Clarita was bitten by a rattlesnake.
Yes.
That was hiding where?
I think it was like in her front yard or something, wasn't it?
Well, the rattlesnake was in her front yard, but where was it hiding? This is the story this is kind of the headline of the story.
I don't know, under the car?
Under car. He said bush. The rattlesnake was hiding under an Amazon package.
Oh, I didn't see that part.
And she was excited because she knew she was going to get something from Amazon. And when she went to pick up the Amazon envelope, the rattlesnake was underneath it and bit her in the hand.
Man, she got that excited over an envelope?
I know. And when you're a kid, though, you know it's for you. I get it.
I can't believe it. Jake, you should apologize because you assumed, they're only going to be on the trails, and as long as you stay on or off the trails, if you stay on the trails, you're going to be fine. Now they're showing up in people's front yards under their Amazon packages.
Yeah, they must live close to the mountains.
The Rattlers have been real dicks this year for sure, so no one gets the point.
Kid, man.
Question number 2. Powerball tickets will be available where for the first time ever?
Alaska and Hawaii?
Oh, great guess. He said Arco. You guys aren't thinking big enough. Powerball is going to the UK.
Oh.
That's right. So I don't know what that means for our jackpots. They're going to start getting a lot bigger, I guess.
SNL and now Powerball?
They're getting it all right there. All of the vices. So let's see. Americans seem like they're addicted to gambling. Let's go ahead and bring that over to this side of the pond. No one gets the point on that. Speaking of the UK, Allie.
Man, so we have to compete with the Power... Wait, now we have to compete with...
I think we have to compete with them also. Or
what?
Maybe they're doing their own game altogether. But I would imagine they could combine everything and make one giant jackpot, even bigger. But yeah, now how annoying is that going to be? Some woman in the UK wins the whole thing.
It's like some woman in Manchester, and I get to get mad at her now.
We go to question number 3. Speaking of UK, Prince Harry says that he is not the most famous Harry in the UK. Who does he believe is more famous than he is? Which Harry does he believe is more famous than he is?
I guess the only other one I can think of is Harry Styles.
There's Harry Balls. That's a funny one for pranking purposes. The correct answer is Harry Styles. He got that as well. So both of you are on the board. Congratulations. 1-1. We go to question number 4. This movie trailer is apparently breaking all sorts of viewing records right now as people are excited to see Robert Downey Jr. returning to Marvel with the movie trailer.
The Avengers, Doomsday.
All right, he said the new Avengers movie as well. I will accept that from him. So here we are, tied up, even though he wasn't feeling so great as we go to this final question. Question number 5. Tom Brady, rumored to be joining the WWE so that he can squash a beef that has been brewing with who?
Paul. One of the Pauls.
That is... I need more specific. You said one of the Pauls, but I need more specific.
Logan Paul?
Oh, Allie. He guessed The Rock. The correct answer is one of the Pauls. Did she get the right one? Logan Paul is the right answer.
It is? No way.
Allie pulled that out of her pregnant ass, and congratulations to Allie, who smokes Ray at the final question. Ray, the good news is you don't leave with any money, but you do leave here with your very own limited edition Klein Ally Show merch. You want a Make Allie Fat Again hat? Would you like a Sweet Divots hat or a 323 Tip Bowley hat? Choice is yours.
I want to make Ellie fat again. Hat.
All right. A Maffa hat is coming your way. And what must you shamefully admit over the airwaves of K-Rock? Go ahead.
Hey, this is Ray from Granada Hills, and Allie knows the news.
There you go.
Welcome to my
Klein Ally Show. Mornings on K-Rock.
Yeah!
K-Rock.
Answer this question, and I know you have a time in your mind, so I'm curious as to what it is. But when do you believe is the cutoff to calling someone on the phone and or sending a text? Do you have a cutoff number in your brain where you go, I would never text someone after 11 p.m. on a weeknight, or I would never text someone after 9? I don't know.
Different for phone calls versus text, I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think a text you can send as late as 9, maybe 10.
As late as 9?
9, yeah, maybe 10 on a week, like a weekend or something. But phone call, I don't want any phone call after 7:30 or 8 p.m.
What?
Regardless.
That's so early.
Don't call me on a phone. Why are you calling me?
Well,
unless it's an emergency, why is anyone calling me, period? And then let alone, call me in the middle of the day. Don't call me at the beginning of my day or the end.
Sometimes people get busy during the day, and then they get home, they eat dinner. By the time they even have a second to figure out what they need to talk to you about, it could be 8, 9 o'clock. That's too late.
Always call me at the worst time. The worst time. Every time.
Moms have a way of, that's like a built-in
what are you
mom
doing?
thing.
I'm trying to get ready for bed. I'm cleaning up after dinner. I'm in the middle of doing a million things right now.
I'm sorry. I'm such a nuisance.
Oh, okay. Well, should I call back later?
Right, but that's because moms, for the most part, sit around bored all the time. And so
they always pick the worst time to call.
But do you think there's a cutoff time, Omar, for sending a text, or a time when you would be annoyed that you got one?
A text, I think you can send 24 hours a day.
24 hours?
Oh, yeah, I don't care.
So Omar's mentality is, by the way, been the society shift, which is everyone can control their own notifications now.
Yep, you could just silent it.
And technically, there used to be like a society rule. I don't know what the rule was, but it was some sort of, you don't call someone past 10 o'clock during the week, and maybe you don't call them past midnight on the weekend. I don't know what the numbers were. There were some numbers. And now it's become...
Anytime.
You can call or text whenever you want, and if a person needs quiet or calm, they just go. It's on them to silence their notifications. It's on them.
Well, yeah, my notifications are silenced, but there's times in the morning, early in the morning, where I'm like, oh, I forgot to text that person back, but I'm not going to text them now. Because I don't want...
Why not? Just check it off your list.
By the way, Allie's right. I wake up to text messages before we come in here in the morning, and I think to myself, it would be great if I could just respond right now. Because like Omar said, if I don't do it right away, I'll forget about it and never do it.
But I don't want to bother them.
And I go, I would be so mad.
They're probably asleep.
But I have received text messages that have woken me up.
Yeah, a little buzz.
In the morning. That even just that little zzz, and I go, I wonder if it's important. Next thing I know, I don't want to be responsible for waking anyone else up. That's
even if the notifications are probably silenced, I know that when my phone is in like sleep mode or whatever, I won't get texts. It won't notify me. But then that ends after a certain period, and then I am getting messages.
I live in a world where I'll get a text and I'll see it, but sometimes I want to spend more time on the response, so I want to respond to that text for hours later, maybe even days. I live in a world where I feel like you could just text whenever, just when you're ready.
There's no immediacy.
There's no urgency. No.
Now, do you
Unless
guys
it's business?
Do you guys agree that Jake is
always texting at the wrong time?
Is always texting at the wrong time, and an incredibly
It's either I'm on vacation.
A lot. He does that a lot.
Or it's at midnight when I'm asleep.
Last night, I think at like 11:30, you sent the text. I have Joyce Moist at my disposal.
That was like at, I don't know, 7 o'clock.
No, you sent every goddamn night. I feel like I get it. I'm in bed. I'm like asleep, and I get this text, and it's Jake. He's like, "I'm at the bar. Joyce Joyce is here."
Yeah, I'm sorry. I hit you up on like at 10 o'clock on a Saturday sometimes. If you have any audio ideas, I'm sorry if your life sucks and you go to bed at 10 o'clock on a Saturday.
No, it's not even about going to bed. I remember over the weekend I was watching a movie with my wife, and we were invested in this movie, and then I get a text message, and it's from you going, "Do you have any ideas for this?" And like, no, not when I'm like comatose watching a movie. I'm not like brimming with creative ideas.
And you send emails very late in the night, almost like clockwork, at 11:30 or like 11.
Email. Send whatever.
Email you can send whenever. That doesn't matter.
Yeah, but still the notification, and it's like, bro, every night at 11:30. What's on you?
Silence your stuff.
I would argue that the texting and the emailing, I think we're at a point now that goes anytime. Doesn't matter. There's no rules. Calls, no one's really making them anymore anyway. So yes, if you get a random call between 10 p.m. and 5 a.m., I guess you would have to assume emergency.
100%.
Weekend things would shift, and if you have friends that you know are completely single, maybe no kids, no whatever, then maybe you have your own, I have certain friends that I know I could call anytime, and they would be like, "What's up?"
Right, exactly.
Nothing would phase them.
Yeah, that's me. We're bros.
No,
I said friends. I said friends.
Come on, we're show bros.
But also, I've thought about texting Jake during the day, and I think to myself, I think this is during his little nap.
I've done this.
So I don't want to text him and bother him.
I have done the same. And sometimes it's something so simple, but I think to myself, this is Jake's nap time. And I don't want to be responsible for waking Jake up.
And I don't want to be responsible for as soon as he's opening his eyes and getting his boogers out of his eyes, he's reading work messages.
Don't you realize that if you have been woken up by a call or a text, you subconsciously start to hate the person that woke you up? Even if they're someone you love, even if they're a relative or a friend, you have a moment you're like, God, I hate that. That person I hate a little more today.
Yes, exactly.
Right, you have that.
I have a message from
because
you.
I have that person. I don't know what it is, but that happens enough times. You start to go, oh.
415 said, as someone else that goes to sleep early, if anybody texts me after 9 p.m., I respond when I wake up at 5 a.m. as like a...
F you.
Yes,
right,
exactly.
You got me, I'm going to get you on the flip
If you're
end.
getting me past 9, I'm getting you at 5 a.m. See how that feels.
Right, and sometimes I get super annoyed, too, especially people that know our schedule for the most part. It's different if it's like a random person, but people know we go to bed on the earlier side usually because we're up early for the job.
Yeah, you know the person's schedule,
right,
kind of.
So for someone to send me something at 12:30, even though I try, and I forget, me, I'm not good at my notifications, so I get constant notifications.
Yeah.
And I get annoyed.
And you don't really have any kind of etiquette with your phone as far as silencing it. Or sometimes it's got tones, sometimes it's vibrate, sometimes there's nothing, sometimes it's coming through on your computer. There's a lot of weird stuff going on with your technology.
I have the anxiety that if I completely silence my phone and there is a, quote, emergency,
you won't get woken up.
I won't be there. So now I have this thing where I'm like, I got to keep some sound on but the problem is my phone doesn't determine whether or not it's an emergency or it's Jake at the bar with Moist Joyce.
I wish the phone, maybe the new Siri can determine that things from Jake aren't important.
I mean, I guess I could. Yeah, there's a way to assign certain things to certain people, right? Where
I could assign priority to things.
Yeah.
Can you do the opposite? I don't want to silence you completely, but you're the least important message I'm going to get today.
Deprioritizing all text messages from Jake.
805 said, I have a family mode, so only certain people can break through the silence. And I have this as well, but my wife can break through the silence at any time, and I think she abuses that privilege.
That's right.
If I'm like, I'm going to go take a nap, or I'm going to go to the gym, she's texting me through that whole process. I'm like, you don't understand that I'm constantly going to get your messages.
Right. Right.
So stop it.
You have power. You've been given a VIP all-access backstage pass. And
so don't abuse the pass.
Use it responsibly and use it for emergencies, not when you go I decided I feel like Thai tonight.
Yeah, and I'm in the middle of trying to fall asleep for a nap, which I rarely take, and she's just stream of consciousness texting me.
Well, it used to be, apparently, a very strict rule. 9 p.m. was always the universally accepted cutoff for all things, and I think
I think that's true.
You think that still exists in 2026?
I would like that, yeah. I think that we should just, after 9 p.m., let's just be with the people we're with.
I thought it was 5.
Oh, Vanessa.
When offices are closed, so is my text messages. But it's not like that with our group.
Yeah, but it's not like that for personal text messages.
Yeah, but if it's work people, come on, guys, we're done.
Vanessa,
but it's never done.
Vanessa, if you got a text from a friend of yours on a Saturday night, and she's like 11:30, and she's like, hey, you up?
My phone automatically goes to sleep mode.
Aren't you?
So I don't get those notifications.
Don't you miss stuff? Aren't you mad sometimes when you miss fun stuff?
I'm not missing out on nothing.
What are you talking about?
She's missing out on lots.
No, I'm not.
You're missing out on things. Trust
Because
me.
when I'm out, I'm already at the thing that I wanted to be at.
Yeah. What if
It's
there's
7:30. It's Vanessa's bedtime.
What
Don't
if the,
text her.
What if that chef hits you up though?
Yeah, booty call.
No, I don't want that text.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
You don't have to respond to it, but you want the text. It's nice
No,
to,
I don't.
Nice
I'm
to
going to be
wanted.
like, why do you got to mess up with my brain? You are not living in here anymore, sir. Go
Your
away.
brain is already messed up.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
We got
There's too much going on.
Take a break. We get back in a second. We have news to get to, and if you need to text us, you can do it now, but only through 9 p.m. at 800-520-1067. We're back with more show next.
Klein Ally Show. K-Rock. Klein. K-Rock. Ally. K-Rock.
Klein Ally Show.
It's all happening right now. Breaking news. We get into it with your ADD news happening at this exact moment on K-Rock.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
So, yep, big police pursuit going on right now of a potential murder suspect. They think this is the person behind the murder that happened in Santa Monica on the pier. This is a huge murder case, very recent, and they think that he might be involved. He's currently on the 10 East in the San Gabriel Valley, going very, very fast.
Well, no. Look at your monitor.
Has it changed already?
Yep.
Oh, my God.
He's been pulled out of his car.
Okay, hold on. Here we go.
You're getting the delayed feed.
That vehicle ran into a light pole, and CHP was able to pin the door. Perfect timing, pin the door, and it looks like this ended without incident. So that's fantastic, because I was really worried following this that some innocent person was going to get hurt or killed.
So they pulled him out of the car, and they got him face down in the streets.
They said that he hit a light pole?
Yeah, yep.
Oh.
He's
Am I
answering-
talking to him?
Yes.
What the hell? That was weird.
Yes, you are.
That was crazy.
Any other questions, Allie, for the eye in the sky?
Oh, okay. Have they determined this is the guy who was responsible for the murder?
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Is he armed?
No, not anymore.
Okay.
All right, good to know.
So have I walked into another Jason report?
I think you have, sadly.
No, it's obviously good that nobody got hurt, because at one point he had almost hit a pedestrian, but then he had...
It's Paramount right before the 60. I think we're going to be in the San Gabriel Valley, but I think this might be Rosemead if you're looking at the city. So Paramount, if that's your drive, it's southbound lanes that are shut down, and they'll be shut down for a while. They're going to have to take this guy into custody, look inside the vehicle, things like that. But there's a pretty good alternate around it, so I don't see that we're going to have extremely heavy delays of traffic in the area, but Paramount will be blocked for a while. And boy, what a perfect ending to what was an extremely dangerous pursuit. They
did a pin, not a pit. I'm a big fan of the pit maneuver. They didn't do a pit maneuver. They pinned. Slightly different.
What's the pin?
Well,
so he hit a light pole, and then
they
the light pole, and they just pinned him on
both
either
sides.
side?
Yeah, it's not as cool as the
I
pit.
think a rookie move is to go super fast. Like, if you're going 110, and they said he was up to 120 miles an hour, you can't, like, your reaction time is way down. You can't really make the right decisions. I think the best ones are the ones that at one point, sometimes they're going like 20 miles an hour, and then they get out and run, then they get into another car where you're like, this is going to be over any minute, and then they keep going.
I mean, I just don't know where he found a freeway in Southern California at 8 a.m. on a weekday that was that wide open.
That's crazy. The 10 East, they're like, there's no cars for miles.
Jealous
I'm like,
of that.
this is 8 a.m.
I don't understand it.
How is he on the 10 East with nothing? Not even, like, I understand maybe a little bit no traffic, but no cars on the road? Nobody?
I was in bumper to bumper at 5:45. I don't understand this guy's commute, but
that is insane. Well, I'm glad that they caught this guy. Of course, I'm sure we'll get a lot more information as things go on. If you've ever gone hiking in the summer in California, you've probably had a moment where you said, I think this was a bad idea. It's too hot, sucks out here. We've all been there, but one woman had this moment while on a group hike in Yosemite. took a turn when she had to be airlifted out via helicopter. But the catch is that this was only a 2-mile hike. So it's one of the easiest hikes in Yosemite Valley. But she couldn't handle it. And now the rest of the hiking group might have to help pay her medical bill.
A girl named Grace suffered heat exhaustion after hiking just 2 miles. And her hiking group could now be facing a $70,000 helicopter rescue bill. The video showed Grace starting the hike before later being airlifted by a search and rescue helicopter. Grace became too weak to continue after walking about 2 miles.
Oh, man.
She's like, what are you doing?
Oh, boy.
I know, and I understand that it can get pretty hot, especially in the summertime. I think some of the Yosemite Valley hikes can get to be like 90, 95, even 100, and that's also on you that you're making a choice to go out in the hot sun like that and hike.
Yeah, you got to hydrate, and you actually, like, I went to Yosemite, this was probably like 8 years ago, and I, started walking and started kind of like training for all these hikes, and we did this phenomenal hike up the waterfall. I think it was like a 5-mile hike going one way, and then you kind of like chill on top, and my daughter was so tired that I had to carry her down the backside of the mountain. It sucked, but you make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't do I'm
not going to get
an air rescue.
Right. I'm not going to hire a helicopter.
Well, and the video
Suck
is
it
of
up.
her like sitting on a rock overheated, and they're trying to give her water and all this stuff. And everyone, if you've been on a group hike, there's always one that you're like, come on,
there is
let's
that one.
move a little faster, guys. This person constantly needs to rest.
That's
but
definitely Klein.
Even if you're resting for like an
helicopter.
hour or two, like just rest and then walk your ass back.
So the group stopped while guides wrapped her in an emergency blanket.
Oh, man.
And called for a helicopter.
Humiliating.
Many people focused on Grace's size, arguing that her physical condition may have made the hike more difficult.
She is a bigger woman.
Well, they used the chopper from Operation Dumbo Drop to get her, which I thought was unnecessary.
Yeah, that's kind of
I thought it was
Others-
a Jurassic Park helicopter.
That's the one they used. You're right.
Pushed back, saying she is an adult who chose to join the hike and that heat exhaustion can happen to anyone in extreme temperatures.
It can happen to anyone, but not to the point, like, even if you're suffering from heat exhaustion, if you're 2 miles away from the trailhead, I feel like you can figure it out.
Right.
And I don't think she was old. She looked like she was in her 20s.
Yeah.
Many users questioned why a helicopter was needed for a trail that was only about 2 miles long, with some saying it would have been faster to walk back.
Of course.
Even for the emergency crews to just put her out, like just drag her.
Could have rolled her like that boulder in Indiana Jones right down the mountain.
I know,
Others argued that once someone is suffering from serious heat exhaustion, moving them without medical help could make the situation worse. The $70,000 rescue bill has added even more controversy. The members of Grace's hiking group may have to share the cost of the helicopter, leaving the entire group facing a huge bill after what started as a short hike.
So
There's the worst part about
I
this,
would
Ally.
refuse. There's no way that I'm paying for that woman's medical bill.
This is what was happening in the chopper that had to rescue her.
Here's what's going on in Jason with me, Postmaster Johnny. So in July...
Man, that's not the worst part. Drop me from this mountain, please.
I didn't realize this was a helicopter-themed ADD news. And then finally, we'll go back to cars. This is something that I guess might be sad for some people who still like the old-school manual stick shift. It is going the way of the dinosaur. Fewer than 1% of cars now are on the road with a manual transmission, and it's just going to keep happening. They're not really making any new cars with manual transmission anymore. I mean, there's maybe a couple of like old school cars that they would do that with, but it's going to go extinct before you know it. And I know less and less people know how to drive a stick shift. This would have really benefited me when I went to Europe because it's so much cheaper to rent a manual stick shift car, but I probably don't know anybody that knows how to drive a stick shift anymore.
Sadly, we've replaced that with the texting while driving. You need a hand for the texting and a hand for the snacking. That leaves you no more hands for shifting
so people
gears.
who drive stick shift just don't text and drive?
You have to figure out a different way to do it. I think you have to text with your knees or something, which is not easy
or can you
to do.
shift with your knees so
probably
that you can
shift
use
with
the
your
other
knees.
hand? We'll
Get
figure it out.
into a brand new hour of the show in a moment, but first let's give you this one from Julia Wolf. It's called In My Room, and it is on KROQ.
Klein Ally Show. KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous K-Rock.
Oh, yeah. Good morning. Welcome to Tuesday. It's K-Rock, Klein Ally Show, just after 8 o'clock. Lots to get into this hour on the show. How would you like to go to Universal Studios? Go experience the Fast and Furious ride. We will get you to that this hour on the show. Also, we have some access for you to go to that new music festival in Santa Monica. Hopefully you've been paying attention. Everything that happens on the show today Starting last hour, but you didn't miss much. Could be the answer to a question. It's the Klein Ally Show Quiz. In this particular case, though, because we're going to get you into this ocean. What the hell's this thing called?
Ocean Way.
Ocean Way. The Klein Ally Shoshin Way quiz will be happening. Rolls right off the tongue.
Yeah.
So memorable.
So
I forgot it an hour after we announced it. So anyway, we'll get to that.
It's 2 words.
Start paying attention so that you can hopefully win your way.
Is Shoshin 2 words?
I don't know how we hyphenated that. I'm not exactly
sure. It is hyphenated.
In a moment, though, we'll get into some clickbait as we kick off a brand new hour of the show. Doctors are saying it is not an apple a day that will keep you away, but it is something else that you should be eating. And this is a new deal breaker, according to single women. If you're a man and you have this, they're not interested. So think about that for just a moment. We will get into that with some clickbait.
Is it a small penis?
It's not small penis, Allie, but that is an interesting guess. I know that you are trying to think like a straight woman, and that's difficult for you. But we will get to some clickbait in just a moment as we solve the internet's biggest riddles together. And that is right after this one from Jimmy Eat World, as a brand new hour of the show officially starts now on K-Rock.
World famous K-Rock.
Klein Ally Show.
Klein Ally Show.
K-Rock.
K-Rock, if you need us, 800-520-1067. Remember those numbers if you want to win or interact. You can call, you can text. Right now, though, we solve the internet's biggest riddles. Internet designed 2 reasons and 2 reasons only. Clickbait, masturbate. You can only do one of them on the radio. It's time for clickbait. Here we go. Clickbait. Start with this one. Doctors claim that an apple a day will not keep you away, but eating this probably will. So what is it now that doctors are saying you should be eating every single day if you would like to avoid going to see them? The number seems like this always changes, by the way, depending on the month, what they've decided is the new must-eat food.
I'm just going to go with protein, general protein.
Just eat more protein.
Yeah.
Protein
is not
is
a
the
food,
answer.
it's a food group.
All right, Allie says protein. Must eat protein. Everyone's got to eat protein. Jake the Nerd, eating what every single day will keep
How
you
about
away?
like a daily multivitamin?
Smoking.
Supplements.
Eat one of them multivitamins.
With protein.
With and collagen and creatine.
Eating
And fish
this, eating an apple ain't going to do it, but eating what a day will keep you from going to the doctor. DJ Omar Khan.
Yeah, I'm going to say some sort of vegetable that's really good for you, like spinach or broccoli or, something nasty like
leafy
greens.
greens.
Yeah, something
Dark
like
leafy
that.
roughage. What about lettuce from Taco Bell?
No,
Yeah, that.
definitely. That will keep you far away because they won't let you go in and use their bathroom. You blow it up. They say, according to this now, doctors have all come together and decided that it's not the apple anymore. It is another fruit, the avocado. Which if you're going to eat
how's anyone going to keep that up?
you can eat an avocado a day, you're going to go broke in weeks.
Yeah, dude. I mean, even if you get the teeny tiny avocados from Trader Joe's, that adds up.
Packed with several benefits, such as better sleep and heart health. And if eaten every day, they have a compounding effect, supposedly, that will make you healthier over time. That is always I don't know if they have avocado in the category of, quote, a superfood, but I don't understand why they say avocados are so good for you. But if you have a bunch of guacamole on top of your nachos with cheese and everything else, that's somehow less good for you. It's the same thing.
It can't be less good for you.
I mean, I would think it's...
And the chips are just the vessel for the avocado.
Right, just how you get your medicine in.
Yeah,
On
it
the
is funny, though,
delicious
how the opinion of it changes when it's just the avocado in its purest form versus when you cut it up and add cilantro.
Right, you cut up and make a guacamole. It's not that it's the same thing. It's just a mashed down version of it. It should be just that you don't have doctors going around saying you should eat more guacamole, in which case you'd be like, that's cool.
I mean, that's kind of what they're saying, though.
Yeah, but they're making it unfun. Well, that's the first one there. So now we move on. Clickbait. What is a deal breaker that single women are saying now that more than ever before, if a guy has this, they're out. Will not even start the relationship or the dating process. As soon as they find out a guy has this, they have lost all interest.
I do know that people are more concerned with financial situations now, credit scores and things like that. If you're responsible with money, I'm going to say if you have a lot of debt.
Okay, so if a woman finds out man has debt of any sort, she's just not interested.
Then you're not good with money. You're just going to put us down the drain financially.
Doesn't matter if she thinks he's hot or if anything else is going on. If there's debt, she's out. That's Allie's guess. Jake the Nerd, you're a single guy.
Yep.
And bad with money?
Yep.
We're going to listen to some audio from the date you went on yesterday, but from the little tease we gave earlier, it doesn't sound like it went great.
Yep.
So
what's your guess?
What is the guess?
I think I heard this before, but women really hate when guys wear flip-flops with jeans.
You heard that like last night at your date?
I've heard this before from several people I've dated.
I heard this 8
I wear
hours
long
ago.
jeans in July.
Right. Okay. You wear your jean shorts, though.
Hell yeah.
Right. All right. Jake says jeans, and if a guy's wearing jeans and flip-flops.
Did you just scan through all your qualities to decide what you were going to pick?
Yes, for this bit, yes.
Omar, what is it that women find out a guy has this, they're instantly out now?
I think if they find out if this person lives in a shack and lives on a steady diet of beans.
Right.
Beans and mustard
They're
sandwiches, they're out.
Yep.
All right, well, you've all described
What about
Jake.
black lights?
You know what?
Oh my God, I've loved black lights.
I will say
Total
this:
turn off.
the thing that is this deal breaker, Jake does not have. It's going to be shocking for everyone, but the thing that is the instant deal breaker for single women, Jake does not have it. That's a better tease.
God, what is it? Is it overweight? Because he's lost a lot of weight.
As soon as they find out that the guy has a
doesn't have that.
roommate.
Do you have hygiene?
Hygiene. It was hygiene. Don't worry about it.
Oh, if you live with someone?
As soon as you find out that it's a roommate situation.
How do you, but come on, who
say-
can afford to live alone anymore?
I got roommates that got crickets.
Oh, yeah, Jake does. That's right. Jake's got the cricket roommate. All right, final one here in Clickbait. Here we go. Change your life forever, we think. Hey, this is the number one predictor of a friend that you currently have being your friend forever. So you've got a friend, and everyone says, it's not about quantity, it's about quality. And some people say you just need to have one good friend. But how do you know if any of the friends you have now will end up being one of your lifelong good friends? There's one quality, according to the experts, that all of the people that have the lifelong good friends claim that their friend has, and that is the one predictor of which friend of yours currently will be a lifelong good friend. What is the quality?
I think it's got to be, and we have one in our friend group, the hot mess friend.
Hot mess.
You're a hot mess, but you're never going to change, so you're going to be friends forever.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You don't want to change and grow, and then suddenly they've got a family and kids, and they've changed their values, and they don't drink anymore. That's when you start parting ways.
This is
the
according.
hot mess friend is always going to be there.
It's according, Ally, to evolutionary psychological science. So I'm sure they use the phrase "hot mess" for sure.
Don't you get tired of the hot mess friend, though?
Yeah, but then
I had a
she's
friend,
still there.
Oh, man, he was a hot mess, and I was just like, I cannot do this anymore.
Yeah, but isn't it kind of
You got older
comforting?
and lame, dude.
I guess so. Maybe I did get older.
No, I think at some point the hot mess friend who has the same issues, it's like Groundhog's Day. It's every year. It's the same stuff again. You're like, we've been through this so many times.
I know, but that's what keeps it interesting. You're like, look what she did now.
All right, well, researchers claim this is they're saying surprising, number one predictor of someone staying your best friend. This according to science. Jake?
I'm going to say proximity and how often you hang out and see each other.
Got to be near each other. Someone moves away. Someone moves all the way from, let's call it the valley to the west side. Forget it.
You're done, son.
That friendship is over. Omar, what is it?
Yeah. I'm in the category, I have a few friends, but the friends I do keep, I find that they're very important. And the reason I keep them in my close circle of friends is because they are brutally honest with me every single time we hang out. And I think sometimes you need that brutal honesty for that relationship.
According to this new research out, one of you is right. And the trait that people most wanted in a friend, most valued, are an honest person that they can count on, that they know is telling the truth, good, bad, or otherwise. Doesn't matter if they are rude to you, if it's honest rudeness. Your breath stank.
I wonder if it's different with men and women, though.
Oh, women?
Probably 100% is. I don't think a lady could say, "Dang, your breath stank."
I've been honest with my friends, and they're like, "You don't support me,"
Right.
and I'm like, "Okay, forget it. Never mind. I'll just let you live in a delusion."
Now, you don't want your friend to tell you about your stank breath?
No, I don't actually.
Dishonesty was also ranked as the most undesirable quality, followed by competitiveness and impatience. Just below honesty, people valued ethicalness, pleasant, and available to hang out, which is a key part of it as well. Because you have a friend, but they're never available to do anything. Slowly over time, you go, man, we have our relationship was mostly memories and not doing anything anymore.
951 had a good guess. Rich.
Ah, man. Rich is a nice
Got to keep those ones. They're good people.
Not on the list. I'll take a quick break. We're back in a moment. When we return, I cannot wait to break this down. But
the date.
Jake went on a date. And he asked the woman for an exit interview after the date. And I'll give the woman credit. She was willing to do it. I think more dates should end this way.
The date or the date interview?
The interview. Here's a tease.
How would you rank my outfit?
Ooh.
1 out of 10.
Seriously?
Yeah, 1 out of 10.
Seriously? On
Sure.
a first date?
Yeah.
A 1.
That's brutal honesty. That woman probably makes a good friend. So we'll come back and find out the exit interview, and then we'll get into some Lifetime Achievement Award nominees, all coming up next on K-Rock.
Hello, this is Brandon Flowers from The Killers. Lock your speed dial on K-Rock.
Listen to K-Rock every hour from 9 to 6 to win a pair of tickets. Ocean Wave Festival, Saturday, September 26th at the beach in Santa Monica.
Oh, is that what they're calling it now?
With The Killers, Jack White, Sublime, and more.
How's everybody doing? You need to see me run away so I can fix this. Till the sun blows up in the sky.
Courtesy of Golden Voice. Tickets and info at OceanWaveFestival.com.
Keep listening for your chance to win.
On the world famous K-Rock Rock and Roll.
You.
Into Universal so that you can experience the new Fast and Furious ride. So get ready to win your way into that. That'll be coming up in about 10 minutes or less. Be ready to call and be ready to claim those tickets. 4-pack of tickets will be yours. Go to Universal Studios Hollywood. So get ready to win your way in coming up. Dating's kind of like a ride, Allie. Sometimes there's ups and sometimes there's downs.
Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't.
And a lot of times on these first dates, it's very hard to even get people to meet in person anymore. But then that happens, and then sometimes you part ways, never speak to each other ever again. And we decided it'd be helpful to incorporate some sort of an exit interview so that as soon as the date's over, you can immediately just figure out what went well, what didn't go well, and that way you can maybe be better for the next one.
Do you think that the ratio has gone up of how often sex is had on the first date? Though, even if you're not really like, hey, I want to be dating this person.
I think
like a lot of times I feel like people are now like, oh, I'll just have sex once or twice and then move on to the next person.
I believe that now it is two extremes. It's either I will never speak to, no one wants to work. So it's either we had chemistry and I find the person hot, let's bang, or it's never want to speak to this person ever again, not even going to give them another chance at a second date. The whole courting process, you got to romance a little bit, a little flirt. I don't know if that's even around anymore. People want things
when
immediately.
I was dating, I feel like most of the time it was we had sex at some point, even if it was short.
On the first date?
Yeah, a lot of times.
Wow, what a whore you are.
No, but I think also lesbians are like, if we both find each other attractive, let's just have sex first and then we'll figure out the rest.
Would you ever have sex on the first date and then never speak again after that?
Well, maybe see each other once or twice, or like even pretend to schedule a second date and then nothing.
If you're wondering how to get herpes, that's your playbook right there.
I actually got, all right, never mind.
Say it.
I never confirmed that I for sure have herpes, but if I did have it, I didn't get it from a woman.
Okay, got it. Great.
Let's move on to Jake.
Jake went on a date last night. It was his first date with his brand new Bumble profile that was put together by the help of Ally and Vanessa. A couple of women went through Jake's profile, and they said, everything on here is wrong. We did that on the air a few days ago. You guys presented Jake with his new Bumble profile, even though some of the pictures were AI generated and some of them...
One of those two, and they were ridiculous.
But Jake claimed that yesterday he had already gotten, I think, like 6 likes or something like that.
No, more than that. He got like 8
60
matches.
likes and 8 matches.
Yeah.
8 matches. And you decided to go out last night and press your luck with one of the people you matched with, correct?
Correct.
And what was this woman's name?
Shelly.
And how desperate is Shelly that she matched with you and then immediately was available
And
to
how
meet
many
you?
eyes does Shelly have? 0, 1?
God, she's a nice lady.
Okay.
All right, so
Does
Jake...
she know you from the radio at all?
No, she did not. No.
Did you choose to go to your local neighborhood bar, or did you choose a neutral territory?
Nope. My spot. My bar.
Jake's bar. So he's not listening to any of our advice. Anyway, this is Jake after his chat with Shelly, and you met her. You said, are you available tonight? She said, absolutely. Of course I'm available tonight. And then she meets you.
Handsome.
And it's just for drinks? You're just going to meet up for drinks and kind of feel each other out?
Yeah.
I gotta get out my dating eye patch. I'll see ya.
And my hook. Did you was it dinner time? What time of the day was it?
We met just about 5:30, and during the Dodger game was on.
Okay. This is Shelly. We're going to meet Shelly for the first time now.
Before we hear from Shelly, though, how do you think it went?
I thought it went great.
Were you attracted to her when you met her?
Yeah.
And she looked like her pictures and everything?
She did.
No AI?
No AI, no.
Did you have things in common? Like, what did you learn about her?
All sorts of stuff. We had good conversation.
You think she would describe it as good conversation, too?
I mean, I got the audio. You tell me.
And this wasn't doctored in any way, this audio?
It was not.
And you never knew this woman, never knew her from anywhere. This wasn't a friend. This was a completely random person, brand new into your life yesterday.
Correct.
Where did she live? Did she live across town and you made her drive all the way to Burbank, or did she live in the area?
No, she born and raised
from
in
Middle Earth. Middle Earth.
I'm from the hills.
Never met a man before.
Hilarious.
So she came
I think I got handicap parking in Burbank.
so she came to see you in Burbank last night at 5:30. And is she a Dodger fan, or did you just force her to
lifelong Dodger fan, yeah.
Okay. So here we go.
There she is, Shelly.
Shelly.
Stop it. You turn me on.
You're here.
We have so much in common.
Here is Jake meeting his date, and then afterwards he says, "Can I ask you how this went?"
I'm here with Shelly.
Hello?
How you doing?
Good.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rank our first date?
At this point, what, you guys had sat and watched some of the Dodger game and had some drinks?
Yeah.
How long did you hang out for?
I think before this first interview was at least hour and a half, 2 hours.
And you just said to her, because I wish I'd heard you ask her, but you said, "Do you mind if I interview you about the date?"
Yeah.
And how did she handle that question?
She said, sure.
Okay.
6 or a 7.
Yeah?
Yes.
That must mean a 4.
Shocked Jake didn't say his stupid 6'7" thing, and then she ran off back to the hills.
Back to the
So you asked to rate the date.
How would you rank our first date?
6 or a 7.
Yeah?
Yes.
How would you rate the place we met?
Ooh. I think 8 or 9.
Wow, she really liked the bar.
So the sports bar got good vibes, got a much higher score than you did.
That sucks.
Allie's right, because she's probably grading on a curve. So 6, if she's saying 6 or 7 to you, that does mean
because
3 or 4.
if she's saying 6 or 7, it's definitely 6 or below.
Right.
So it must be a 4.
Really?
Yes, I like a hole in walls.
Yeah?
I like that.
And how would you describe this place?
I like holes in walls. I live in one.
Reminds me of my home. Wait, Jake, the interesting part about this is that this bar that she calls a hole in the wall, this is your fancy bar, right?
I don't know if it's my fancy bar, but it's the bar I go to all the time.
It's a huge bar. We drove by it.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I like that.
And how would you describe this place?
A hole in the wall, pub, decent drinks, good atmosphere, lots of TVs.
Were you paying for her drinks, Jake?
I was, yeah.
Oh, did you get approached by people you knew?
Oh, of course, yeah.
People would come up to you like Bar Buddy Bob and...
Moist Joyce was there. She said hi.
Mm-hmm. So all of the people that...
You're on a date with a guy and then Moist Joyce.
Hi, Jake.
That's my man.
But better than me. Better than the date.
I enjoyed the company and the atmosphere.
Okay. So
I enjoyed the company.
So yeah, and you're not getting a good vibe from her, like any sort of sexy vibes. Is it just more of a friendship thing at this point, or are you feeling there's a little flirtiness?
I think there's a little flirtiness.
And this is when you ask her about your outfit.
How would you rank my outfit?
Ooh.
It's always a good noise to hear right out of the gate. Ooh.
Like
1 out of 10.
Seriously?
Yeah, 1 out of 10.
Seriously, on
Sure.
a first date?
Yeah.
A 1.
What is your reaction?
Just had her laugh for a while and then pick up there.
Yeah, just took it in.
Jeans that... Oh, God. Jeans that a gay man would wear.
Oh.
And a wife beater, but black.
Oh, you had your arms out?
Yeah, it had like a gray tank top, yeah.
Oh.
A great tank top?
A dark gray tank top. And then,
These are cutoffs.
my new jorts.
Is that because you pit out your shirts because your sweating problem? You were trying to air out
Part
the
of it,
pits?
but also, it's just really hot.
Yeah, but on a first date to show up in, you wore jean shorts and a tank top.
Yep.
It's because you were nervous about pitting out?
A little bit, but also just because it's hot and you get to show off the guns and just dress like you would normally dress, I thought.
These are cutoffs. These aren't jeans. These are cutoffs.
A gay man will wear.
Okay.
Okay. With a purple black bag.
Oh, man. I mean, that does sum up Jake's outfit right there.
I can picture it now because it's probably what he's wearing today still.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. Gay men, no fashion.
Yeah, gay men do no fashion.
Okay. All right. All right, I have a one. How would you rank my smell?
Oh, that was a big reaction.
I mean, I'll give you credit. It's an uncomfortable conversation to have at the end of a first date.
But is this helpful for you, Jake, to know?
Oh, totally.
Yeah, I think this is great for him to, to build a little library of feedback.
Yeah, but is Jake going to change?
No, exactly.
Would you wear anything different knowing this information?
I feel like in some way, wearing just whatever you want and like whatever you would normally wear says something like, oh, this guy's so cool, he doesn't even care what I think.
So no is the answer. You're not going to make any changes.
I might.
He will make no changes. And it won't matter
I
how
think
many...
there's something cool about it, even though she rated it a 1.
Right?
Some people think it's so dumb that it's cool. All right.
Initial smell was probably a 6 or 7.
Wow.
Back to that 6 or 7 number.
Very clean. Clean, like you showered.
All right.
That's good.
Also, she's starting to do that high-pitchy thing
It's
where
going up.
you can
She's
tell
lying.
that lies when you go,
I think it was weird that I brought my dog.
No, not at all. No, it was a good icebreaker.
What do you
It was
think
a good
could have gone
distraction
better?
from you. No, it is. A dog is a good conversation starter for
What
sure.
do you think could have gone better?
Oh, you could have fed me.
Oh, wow.
It's not my fault.
I gave you. I gave
and
you
then
that.
the menu disappeared. You could have fed me. I'm just saying, you could have fed me.
That's on you. I had.
That's on you.
She said,
Did
you offer to buy an
As
appetizer?
soon as you sat down, I asked if you want anything to eat. Feel free to order something. I
Feel free
wasn't
to
paying
order
attention.
something.
I guess the waitress took the menu. I wasn't paying attention. If she wanted something, she should have asked.
I have to eat before midnight.
It's rules.
I had a menu.
And I did ask first date dessert. There was no dessert.
You want to go back in there and get dessert?
Sure.
Wait, so she had specified that she wanted first date dessert?
Like in a previous text message over the app, yeah.
And you just proceeded to ignore that?
Well, I forgot about it. I got her a drink and asked her if she wanted food.
One drink.
But no, she ordered, after that, she just got like a Diet Coke. She only had one drink and then a Diet Coke.
Did you cut her off after that?
No, I didn't. She could have had another drink.
Sodas only, tap
No, I was
water.
hoping she got more.
Even with my gay man outfit?
Let's do it.
So the date is over. You're doing an exit interview outside. Then you somehow bring the date back in. You say, hey, you want your dessert? Let's go back in the bar.
Yeah.
Okay. How likely would you be to meet me again?
Oh, probably an 8 or 9. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it's going real high
damn.
now. That high pitch.
That's like dog pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right.
3 in a row.
That last one was even
Jesus.
more unsure.
How likely would you to be to meet me
You're
again?
dying.
Probably an 8 or 9. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right.
It's like a dying
And I need to remember not to wear my wedges.
not to come
Okay, how
at
come?
all.
Because I feel like I'm taller than you.
Oh, the height thing always comes back.
And Jake gets so angry. Listen to this.
Okay, how come?
Because I feel like I'm taller than you.
Oh, bullshit.
Oh.
I f***ing dunk on you all day.
It's like
Why
Jake
would you
gets
say that to a girl?
so
aggressive.
so aggressive.
I dug on that
Jake.
bitch.
Whatever, I can dunk you. Okay.
So, Allie, I can't believe this, but they go back into the bar,
So do we have to listen to another exit interview?
and it's exit interview number 2 now.
Exit interview part 2.
Whoa.
It's a whole hour and 20 minutes later. You've been fed.
I have been fed.
That's a lot of dessert she ate. Jesus, an hour and 20 minutes. Man,
Keep them coming.
You feeling better about it?
Much better, but it's not dessert.
Indeed.
Same.
All right. How would you rank the date now? 1 out of 10.
8.
So you went up from a 6 or a 7 to
Don't
an
say lower. Don't say
8.
lower.
You sure she's not just saying what she just did for the last 2 hours?
Yeah, maybe.
8?
I ate.
9. Got a little better. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, man.
How would you rank my photos on my Bumble profile?
Well, I was not expecting to really meet you because of some of the doctored, muscle, sweaty looks that you had.
Great.
So that was obvious that it was fake.
Obvious. Obvious, because you have a little more hair and you're a little paler.
What's your opinion of those photos, those doctored photos?
Questionable. Extremely questionable. If you are looking for a girl, yeah, they would question that.
Sure. But yet you still swiped right on me.
Because I had a bet with my girlfriends.
The plot thickens.
This is why we chose the photo. It is a conversation starter. Don't you agree?
No, you were sabotaging the whole thing.
This is why she went on the date.
So the girlfriends were like, you got to do something. You're out of Middle Earth for a couple hours. You might as well meet a human man.
And I said it wasn't going to be you. And they said it was. So I was kind of right.
So you are you. Now, Ally, I'm going to skip through most of this because there was a final exit interview that I think is going to blow your mind. This is exit interview number 3.
Oh.
It's 2 hours later from our post-date interview. How would you describe our post date now?
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what about my outfit?
Still 1.
We have new shirts for the show that say, I have never been intimate with Jake. Could you get
Are you
away with
changing
wearing
your
that?
voice to sound smoother right now?
Yeah, are you guys laying in bed?
No, I'm outside.
I don't want to hear this.
He's smashed. That's why his voice is changing.
Listen to this. By the way,
Interview number 3 after I entered.
you also hear the Jake's Cricket Army backing him up on this. Listen to this.
We have new shirts for the show that say, I have never been intimate with Jake. Could you get away with wearing one of those?
If I have a Sharpie and I can change it a little, then yes.
Cool. But 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Would do again.
Yes.
Jake, you slept with her?
No, I did not sleep with her.
So.
Oh, what did you do
So
then?
I don't understand that.
We were intimate.
Oh, he got handsy and did a lot of other stuff, huh?
What'd you do?
I'm a pretty lady, and ladies never tell.
Stop. It's because she's listening, right?
I sat through all
Not
this
telling you.
nonsense, and what happened?
Not telling you how far it went. Forget about it.
Give me a base.
Lots of them.
Did you get mouth party?
Lots of bases.
Did you get a mouth party?
Lady never tells.
He definitely did. He definitely got mouth party.
Whoa, so you went back to your shack.
I went back. Yeah, we went back to the shack. Yeah.
You brought her to the shack?
Yep.
And that wasn't a deal breaker?
I can't believe it. With all the lava lamps and black lights, can't believe it.
Whoa.
Or.
Can you say thank you that Vanessa and I have made this happen for you in less than a week?
You made it harder. Those photos you put made it harder.
That woman would have not swiped on you if you hadn't had that profile.
We don't know that.
Allie's 100% right, dude. You should owe her and Vanessa.
A mouth party. I want a mouth party.
Okay. All right, Vanessa, you guys are both getting mouth parties courtesy of Jake. When we get back, if you would like to go to Universal and forget everything you just heard, call now. Call 800-520-1067. We send you to Fast and Furious, the ride at Universal Studios Hollywood. That is after this.
Klein Ally Show.
Mornings on K-Rock. K-Rock.
Klein Ally Show. We'll do some news, A.D.D news style, and then a brand new hour of the show will officially begin. We will have tickets for you to go to Santa Monica, brand new music festival. It is called Ocean Way Festival in Santa Monica. You will get to go there, and you will get to see all them bands like Sublime and The Killers, Jack White, and many others. And all you got to do is keep listening. We'll have some tickets for you next hour, and then again the hour after. Also, the great Seth Green will be stopping by to hang out in the K-Rock studio. So we have that to look forward to coming up very soon. But first, there's this, your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for A.D.D. News.
The rattlesnakes aren't done yet. They've been killing it this year, and by it I mean people. And this time, they got a 3-year-old in her front yard. She's okay. She didn't die. It wasn't even hiding in a bush or anything. It was hiding under an Amazon package in their front yard. The delivery driver had just dropped it over the fence into their yard. It was one of those brown padded envelopes. She was all excited about it because she knew the package was for her, so she ran out like an excited 3-year-old does. She went to pick it up. Underneath it was a Southern Pacific rattlesnake who immediately bit her hand. And then they drove her to the parking lot of a grocery store where an ambulance met them there and gave her some anti-venom, but then they did have to still go to the hospital. She still had to get treated and then spent 2 days in the ICU. But she's okay. This took place in Santa Clarita. But, of course, when it happens in front of your house, you feel a lot more freaked out than if you were on a trail or something.
Feel violated because, by the way, great tactic for porch pirates, the rattlesnake under a box.
Oh, to get rid of porch pirates?
All the porch pirating, all the packages
even a fake
that are being
snake,
taken.
I feel like they'd get freaked out about.
But yeah, that sucks. And once again, I shouldn't have listened to Jake's advice, which is they won't bother you if you don't bother them. But it feels like a lot of people are getting bit this year that are not attempting to bother them at all.
She was just trying to get her new permanent markers or whatever.
Trying to get her back to school supplies. And all of a sudden,
Yeah.
the snake takes her hand right up. But lucky, because also when we talked to that rattlesnake expert, the higher on your body the bite is, the closer to your heart, the more potentially dangerous it is.
Yeah, right.
So in some ways, when you get bit
You just got a
on
little
the foot or the
3-year-old
ankle,
heart.
which is usually where it happens, they all, what do they say? Stay calm, don't run around, but get to a hospital because you need that anti-venom or you're cooked. But when they bite you up top near the, you get higher up on the body, that's more legitimate,
As
especially
a parent,
child.
how many new presents are you getting your kid after this happens?
Well, no more presents because that's bringing the snakes. It's a good lesson. You don't order stuff on Amazon.
No,
That's
you
what
just
happens.
check for snakes.
I mean, yeah, I got to get something. I'm sure she'll be
You gotta
taken
get
care
like
of.
way more presents.
We
You're
had
spending 2 days in the hospital.
If we had any sort of a budget here at K-Rock, we would send her something nice. You know what? Send her a I've Never Been Intimate with Jake t-shirt. I believe that she'd probably like to wear one of those.
And a tip bowley hat.
Yeah, send her a tip bowley hat. It's very popular with the 3-year-olds.
You see her wearing a tip bowley hat in the hospital.
Send her a Make Ally Fat Again hat and I've Never Been Intimate with Jake shirt. And a note.
She'll wear it well.
A nice handwritten note that says, feel better soon.
So here is an update on that graffiti wall that's in downtown L.A. They say this thing has been a blight and an eyesore on the city of L.A. for years now.
Graffiti Tower, not the wall.
Yes, I'm sorry, the Graffiti Tower. Yes, the Graffiti Tower. So the owners had bought it, and then they did construction, but then they ran out of money. And then it kind of got taken over by criminals. It became this breeding ground for illegal activity. It's covered in graffiti. People have done slacklining off of it. They've been base jumping off of it, free basing in it probably. And now they have new owners. And the new owners say they are going to get rid of the graffiti right away and resume construction. And they promise that they're going to make significant progress by the time the Olympics arrive, which is much better than the city of LA's plan, which is just to cover it up. They were just going to find a way to
on it? Like it was being fumigated?
Well, Mayor Bass said something like, we're going to cover it up in the most spectacular way possible. Like that they were going to do some really cool
So are these
tarp.
condos? Or what's the building?
No,
like,
I think it was going to be a work complex.
Oh, okay.
Like an office building. But
Right.
the people that owned it obviously were not local. They were from overseas, and they just kind of gave up on it. And they stopped investing in the construction.
I would keep the graffiti.
Dude, I was like, you know how in
It
Seattle
looks
they have
cool,
that
man.
gum wall?
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, this is just a trash wall. We've given up on the wall. Now it's like a thing people go to see.
Yeah.
I would, if I could graffiti on this wall, and I've never done graffiti before, and they just had paint everywhere, and you could just have at it in this building,
Or
I think that'd be so cool.
Some sort of a graffiti competition show where you've got different
Yeah.
people on different floors at the same time.
Like, you don't have to change the identity of this building. It's going to be that forever.
Some of these artists are crazy good.
It looks so cool. I think it looks cool. And I think it's a very, it's representative of the city of LA.
Or, better yet, if you just replace all of the color graffiti cans with white, the graffiti artist will accidentally paint the building white, not even realizing. They think that
Wow, we got duped.
This looks great. Damn it.
we were trying to tag this thing. I was
I don't know, why did I wash all these windows?
I was writing Big Dog 69 on here. It's just all white and perfect.
There are some changes happening to the way that female sports are being filmed. There's a new Raising the Bar. It's called Raising the Bar. It is a new set of camera guidelines for how women's athletics are being filmed and broadcast to consider more respectful angles and not awkward slow-mos when it comes to female tennis matches and all that kind of stuff.
What does that mean, awkward slow-mos?
So, like...
They're getting rid of booby cam at Wimbledon?
Basically.
Come on.
So if they are leaning over to get a ball and then they somehow have a back angle of that woman's ass... Like, there have been there's a lot of evidence that they have very weird, awkward camera angles for women's athletics specifically. Like, much weirder than men's sports. Yeah.
Booby cam.
So much so that they've had to create this new set of guidelines to be like, don't be all weird and creepy and pervy when filming these sporting events.
Well, can't they just get non-pervy camera operators? Or is that just
where are they?
I guess because the camera guys were all trained, old school Jumbotron style, find the hottest girls in the crowd and put them on the Jumbotron ASAP. And now they're like, all right, now we can't do this anymore. We have to be respectful of the athletes. But if someone's hitting the backhand, you can't get that shot because it may show their ass?
No, I think you can get it. But I guess some of these angles are overly sexualizing the athletes. And they also said part of the new guideline is that in events such as high jump or pole vault, broadcasters are advised to use low camera angles from like the waist below rather than like a top shot of the boobies going up and down.
But it's true for all. Remember the guy with the big dong that tried to do the pole vault in the Olympics and everyone could see his dong?
Yeah.
That's similar. That's got to be. I mean, I guess for him that was.
I'll give you one example for men.
That's a flex, I guess, if you're a guy.
What are they going to do about this?
Yeah.
Are they going to have to redub that?
Yeah, to make it less sexual.
Yeah.
They have to put words of affirmation. I'm confident. I am smart. I'm worth it.
Voting rights.
No. So we'll see how those changes actually really do affect. Because I feel like we can sexualize anything.
Of course.
You better believe it's what we're most proud of.
And also, if we're going to try and not sexualize, then we also have to change the outfits.
Yes.
Like if girls are wearing tiny little skirts when they're playing tennis, we're going to be able to see your ass more. So if if you get rid of the high skirts, then that will change that.
But also, there's been plenty of female athletes that are amazing athletes, but it doesn't hurt that they're also good looking too.
Absolutely true.
Anna Kournikova is one I can think of.
We like watching hot people do things. We always have.
Right. Think about like any of those Love Island shows. Something like that. You do that. They had that show, Average Joe. It was a bunch of average-looking people. I think it lasted one season. They got rid of it. All these other shows.
Oh, man, that would have been my show.
With the hot people is on their 50th season. They just keep churning them out. It's out of control. We get into a brand new hour of the show in a moment. It's the hour we'll be joined by the great Seth Green and also give you tickets to go to a brand new music festival happening in Santa Monica, and that all starts now on K-Rock.
Klein Ally Show. 6.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County.
The Sonic Pulse of Los Angeles.
This is the world famous K-Rock.
Hell yeah, good morning. It's Tuesday still. It is just after 9 o'clock, and if you were on K-Rock accidentally, we'll give you a moment to either change the station or a reminder. Listen to everything that happens this hour on the show. Could be answers to questions that could score you some access to a brand new festival in Santa Monica that is called Ocean Way Festival. And you can take part in the Klein Ally Show Quiz at the end of the show with all answers that will be coming up this hour, last hour, and next hour. Things that we talk about, things that happen on the air, including, maybe what did Jake wear on his date. These are all possible questions that if you know the answers to, you could score yourself access to a brand new festival in Santa Monica.
Talking about the Graffiti Towers, 310 corrected me and said that the Graffiti Towers were actually supposed to be condos. And I think that would be a great place to live if you had super cheap rent and you just knew that someone was going to be graffitiing over your windows probably every other day. I feel like people would be happy to live there.
Yeah, someone else said my idea was good, but instead of it being white paint, just put Windex in all the graffiti bottles. Just keeping it nice and clean.
These windows are streak-free.
We got lots to get into this hour. Seth Green stopping by, which will be great. A longtime K-Rock regular, has not been here in a while, but he will be on with us. I think he's already arrived, actually. The very prompt Seth Green will be in with us later this hour on the show. So we got that to look forward to as well. And other things to get to, including Johnny. He recently moved in with his girlfriend. Talk about opposite ends of the dating spectrum. Jake is single, as we just heard his terrible date, and ended up okay for him moments ago. And Johnny has now been living with his girlfriend for 1 month, and he's learned something very interesting about himself. And that sometimes is a dangerous thing to learn when you move in with someone. We'll get to it next.
Klein Ally Show. Mornings on K-Rock. K-Rock. Yeah! K-Rock.
Ally Show. You move in with someone. It's one of the biggest milestones you can have in your life. Perhaps it works out. You end up getting married, popping out a few kids, perhaps, or you realize I'm not meant to live with this person. You break up, and that's the end of that. So Johnny recently moved in with his girlfriend. Realized pretty quickly something about himself that I think that you can only learn about yourself when you live with a significant other. You could live your whole life not realizing you have something wrong with you or something that is undesirable, and then you live with someone, and it gets brought to your attention pretty quickly.
Yeah, and overall, Johnny, do you feel like this has been a positive experience moving in with your girlfriend?
I think the answer is he's going to say yes, but I can tell
because
already.
There have been a couple of little road bumps already. Like, he got in a lot of trouble for bringing the wrong Tupperware back home.
Well, and then he was going to go buy a bunch of stuff at IKEA, and she said she wanted grown-up furniture. And
she's like, I'm not getting our stuff from IKEA. Right. And he was like, but IKEA is the place to get furniture.
That's where you get the stuff. And apparently he's been accused that he's a terrible food sharer. And if you are in a relationship with someone, and we've talked about a lot of different types of divorces. Sleep divorce was all the rage. Ally came up with this concept of eat divorce. I just heard recently in the news that airport divorce is the new thing now, where people are...
just fly separately.
Not even flying separately, but you get to the airport together and you just do your own things at the airport. You don't spend any time with each other because everyone's got their own strategy. Some people like to sit at the gate and wait around and loiter. Other people like to go into Hudson News. And so
even arriving at the airport,
right,
people are so different.
All of the only way to keep yourself from getting an actual divorce is basically divorce every other part of the relationship. Order what you want to eat, sit when you want to eat.
Keep the sex.
Keep the sex part, but then it's more fun that way when you're more separate. I think when you smother each other, then you're kind of so sick of each other you don't even want to do the sex part.
I think if everything else is divorce, then you kind of feel like you're sleeping with someone new every day.
But to be a bad food sharer, like for instance, my wife is a terrible... I told you about this.
You've told me this for years.
She is the world's worst food sharer because she does not believe in the concept of splitting things the way they should be split. If I get a bacon cheeseburger, she will decide that she wants the bacon and cheese part of it, pry that part off the top, eat it, leave me with a
plain burger.
Just a plain burger. And she's gone through salads before.
It just means that she's going to eat
the parts she wants.
Right. So she can deconstruct the burger.
Oh, yeah. But, like, if there's sometimes you get a salad, and even though it's a boring salad, there's good stuff in it. Like, there could be, bacon bits or fried chicken or cheese or eggs. She'll go through and pluck all those pieces out. All those pieces are gone. And then it's just lettuce and some soggy-ass tomatoes left.
If you have a bad sharing situation like that, you need to be the portion out person.
Right. We go.
Because then that person does the splitting. They split the salad, they split the burger, they do everything and say, here is your plate. Here is your portion.
You can do what you want with this.
You do what you want with it. We've already split everything. Because my wife is an only child, so she is very much, this is mine and this is yours. She will split it exactly down the middle. She will count the pieces of chicken. She will make sure that we have exactly 50%. And I think that's why she is a very good sharer. But if you're not in that mindset and you're just going to choose and pick the good stuff that you want, that is not how it works.
Yeah, it's a terrible situation.
And apparently that's what Johnny does.
Yeah, because people now, they don't believe in the concept of eating things the way that you're supposed to eat them. They just go, I'll just pick out the pieces I want or the parts I want.
That's not how it works. You take off all the cheese off the acai bowl?
All the shredded cheese? All the shredded cheese is gone? Yeah, I don't know. It's gotten to a point now where he says that he's realizing, and this is dangerous, when all of a sudden everything's great. I mean, usually that's how relationships go. Everything's so good. So you go, you know what? Things are great. Let's move in together. This is fun. We could do.
Let's ruin it.
We're spending every night together anyway. Why are we paying 2 rents? We could just live together. And that's when all of a sudden, like, the first things start to show up. And I'm not saying this is going to be a deal breaker, but when you start to realize, God, this person's an annoying person to eat with.
Yeah, but these are the things that build up over time. And then before you know it, you're the guy that got stabbed because you took your wife's bacon cheeseburger.
I've had a pepperoni pizza before where all of the pepperonis have been taken off the layer.
Is this happening right in front of you?
No.
Are you allowing this to happen?
No, I'm not. No, what happens is, like, let's say I'll bring home a pizza, and I've already eaten a pizza in the car, so I don't feel that bad about it because I've had my drive-in slice and my drive-in pie. But, like, I'll put it on the counter, and then, half an hour later I go back, and it looks like the thing has been, ravaged. It's a bunch of all of the pepperonis.
Oh, that's
picked
the
picked
pizza's
off.
sitting there. What do you expect?
Well, sitting
that's
there.
what you do before the pizza's being eaten. Is you pick off pieces of pepperoni.
You don't pick off all of the pieces. Now
if you're waiting long enough, what else are you going to do?
If you eat
have
just
a slice.
yeah, have a slice. But have a slice.
But it's not. Everyone's not eating together yet.
And that's where once again rules need to be established, or it becomes a slippery ass slope.
The rule is you eat it as soon as it gets home. That's the rule.
That should be the rule, unless, you're trying to do one of those things where you go plan ahead. Oh, kids are going to be home in an hour, so get it so it's ready to go. I got a good reheat system.
She can't be expected to hold it in for that long. She's taking a piece of pepperoni here, a piece there, and then after an hour goes by, she can't.
You can't defend this behavior. I know you can't.
In general, I can't, but if you're waiting that long, you're like, I have to wait before we're all eating together, but this pepperoni is sitting here. What am I supposed to do?
You just have a slice. Who cares if you're waiting or whatever?
That's the whole idea. But then people get all mad too if you don't wait around. I don't know what it is about relationships where people want to be like the same level of hungry.
Well, especially
that's like a real dinner. Pizza don't count.
I agree. Jake's right. Pizza doesn't count as a real dinner.
Well, I will say, and I'm not as big of a pizza person as you, but when we do get pizza, as soon as it is opened and on the counter, I'm eating a piece. Before we've even sat down and gotten the plates. Yeah. It's just you pick it up and start eating.
818 says that my wife eats 2 of the layers of a 7-layer dip, but she'll eat the entire layers. I don't even know. That messes up the whole 7-layer dip. You're eating 2 layers? She's going
archaeologist of dip.
She's going through.
Isn't the top layer just sour cream?
Yeah, I don't know. That's
a lot of sour cream and cheese.
What's she taking? Layer 3 and layer 6? I mean, how do you even get to that?
All you get is the bean. That's bad.
That's bad shares. This is listen. It's a real problem now. I think we have to deal with this because I think it's the thing that's going to tear Johnny apart. It's going to put him back in the streets.
Yeah. Get your sharing on lock. You got to figure it out.
We get back in one moment. Seth Green will be in our studio. I'm very excited about this. He's got the Global Gaming League that he's involved with in addition to everything else. And I've recently been seeing all the uptick of Austin Powers stuff because it's coming back in a big way. So lots to catch up with Seth Green about, and that'll be after this quick break on K-Rock. Then, oh yes, we get you into an amazing music festival that is happening in Santa Monica in September. And we'll tell you exactly how to score those tickets from us after this.
Hello, this is Brandon Flowers from The Killers. Lock your speed dial on K-Rock.
Listen to K-Rock every hour from 9 to 6 to win a pair of tickets. Ocean Wave Festival, Saturday, September 26th at the beach in Santa Monica.
Oh, is that what they're calling it now?
With The Killers, Jack White, Sublime, and more.
How's everybody doing? See me right away so I can fix this till the sun blows up in the sky.
Courtesy of Golden Voice. Tickets and info at oceanwavefestival.com.
Keep listening for your chance to win
on the world famous K-Rock Rock and Roll.
KROQ.
Deftones, K-Rock, Klein Ally Show in the studio right now. A man that has an open door policy here at K-Rock. He has not used it nearly enough lately, but he's used it today. Please welcome back to K-Rock, the great Seth Green. Seth, good morning.
Hey, thanks.
Thanks for being here. I was talking about just some of the many visits you've made to K-Rock over the years. I would imagine hundreds, maybe thousands.
It's been quite a few, yeah. I first came to K-Rock maybe 1992 and started doing everything from, self-promotion to the original Love Lines. And then it just became like a kind of a home base because I love music so much and the vibe was so good. Everybody was really smart and funny.
That's all changed now.
Yeah, I know. Sorry about that.
Well, no,
we're in the dark times now.
We're not funny or smart.
Is that really how you feel? I was listening to the show on the way in this morning. I felt like it was very entertaining.
Oh, okay.
Which part did you hear?
Well, I heard Jake, I guess, the part about his date. And then there was something before that, too, because I was listening for over an hour. But I was torn between wanting to give this guy advice and then also just backing off and saying everybody got to run their own game because clearly he did fine, right? Everything I would have said to advise against him, making a better impression, he made exactly the impression he wanted to, which is, hey, this is me, and you're either in or you're out.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, that's the conversation that we run into every time because he's been doing him for this many years. And yeah, he's had relationships here and there, but it's nothing that sticks for a long period. So it was like, okay, the dating profile's back on. Let's completely do a makeover and see if that changes anything.
It just depends what the goal is, though, because maybe his goal isn't to find a lengthy, successful live-in relationship.
I think he just wants regular sex. Is that right, Jake?
I would like all the above.
Okay. So he just wants everything.
If you were to give advice, Seth Green, what would the advice be based on what you heard?
Well, I always find if you're going to make a partner of someone that you have to actually be really considerate to what they want and what's going to make them happy and not just their willingness to accept you as you are.
Right. That's advice.
It's so funny because that sums up Jake to it that Jake will not sacrifice anything that makes Jake Jake.
Well, like the example of him taking her to his neighborhood bar, that's Jake. It's like, this is what I'm already doing. You're going to fit into my lifestyle. It's not really a whole lot of compromise. Let me learn about you or do things that I think you might like.
Yeah, and I think that only goes so far,
right?
Just, because even
2.5 years, actually.
That's the longest relationship.
Yeah, like I said, man, you seem like you're doing fine for what you want. So it's hard for me to say. And all of my advice would be ways that you could alter what you're doing to achieve a different effect. And it doesn't really seem like you're after a different effect. So I just stand back in awe and observe.
It's a self-fulfilling prophecy that ends with Jake pleasuring Jake, usually. But in this particular case, we had a different outcome. Now, let me ask you this, because you're here today to talk about the Global Gaming League. And gaming is something that has become, in relationships, sometimes a thing that brings people together because they can game well together, and sometimes it is the cause of relationships ending.
Yes, because we talked about how one of the biggest red flag hobbies for women was a guy who games and a guy who gambles. Those were the two hobbies that were like, quote, red flags, but we were talking about how everybody games now.
Everybody games. Gambling is its own different animal, and
Sure.
I don't like to intertwine them so deeply. But one of the things that my wife and I bonded about was that I like gaming, and also I don't have a problem with her just like working deep into a console. Like she just got the new 007 game, and the last couple nights I've had stuff to read or I've had things to do, and I was like, oh babe, do you mind if I just read this? She goes, do you mind if I just like crush this 007? I was like, of course not. This is one of the reasons why we've stayed married for so long. It's because when she wants to bury herself in Witcher or whatever, the Hogwarts game, I'm like, do it.
Also, you can settle a great marital spat during a game of 007 and you blow each other's brains out. Golden gun style.
Terrible with those kinds of controllers. Yeah, the games that I play are a little different than that, but it's still the same mechanic, which is what the principle of GGL is.
Vanessa told us
literally everybody games.
You were in the back you're still catching Pokemon. Is that true? Like, as of this morning, you were still catching Pokemon?
Yeah, I'm still on Pokemon Go.
How many have you caught to this point? Because that's like a decade now you've been catching Pokemon.
I have been playing off and on since 2016.
You have been?
So ever since, because that's when it launched, right? 10 years ago?
That's when it launched. But there's things that I like about it. The main thing that I like about it is that it's not work at all. Literally everything that I have in my life that used to be a private pleasure is turned into a job of some sort.
So you want something mindless?
Well, it's less mindless than like, this is for nobody but me. There's no professional benefit to this. There is no money to be made from it. In fact, I spend money on it. And
wait, how do you spend money on it now?
Well, because there's different events and activities and quote unquote research that you can purchase to get different kinds of stuff. It's just, look, if you're into a game, then the game mechanics of it become something that you enjoy.
Did you find Pokemon in the hallway? Did you find any in this building?
I don't know how to tell you. This is Pokemon literally everywhere.
They're everywhere, Ally.
Like, there's one in this room right now?
He thought he caught one earlier. It was Vanessa, though. We had to set her free. That's our producer. We had to set her free.
Yeah, there's a Makuita. I got this guy if you want. It's not important. I got too many of them. Like, I was going to let him go.
What, can you read us some of your stats right now? Like do you have a growing list that you know that in 10 years of your life you've captured this many whatevers?
Yeah, of course. There's
this many whatevers.
There's a
Pikachu.
You can't even come up with a fake one.
Well, no, because there's like
Wordles. Is that
all
one
of
of them?
Stuff is indexed so completely that you can keep track of your stats really easily.
It'd be funny though to think of that. I mean, that's got to be. I would imagine
this is the biggest non-nerd, by the way.
No, but
you think so? But I guarantee the stuff you're nerdy about. Like, what are you into sports?
Yeah, here's the thing.
Yeah,
no,
he's
I
nerdy
made
about
a list of my 5, and I believe the 5 best video games ever made, and I want to see.
But all yours, I bet, are going to be old school games, are they not?
Leisure Suit Larry, number 1.
Well, it's I don't disagree that
opened up a genre, didn't it?
Yeah, it's also like slow reveal 8-bit soft porn. That's what Leisure Suit Larry is.
That makes sense.
Yes, got me into it. I think it shaped me more than anything else or any relative I've ever had. Tecmo Bowl, original Tecmo Bowl, I thought was great. Tyson Punch-Out I had on there early. GoldenEye, but the original GoldenEye.
Oh, yeah, I did play that.
F-Zero, I thought was one of the great Super NES racing games at an early age. Mario Kart, I think, was the evolution of that. And Grand Theft Auto. I mean, I'm pretty simple that way. Those are the ones I like the most.
The ones that you like are mostly fighting games or driving games.
Yeah.
Of which there are millions. But you're right. These are some of the top titles. And just the fact that you've got a passion for those games and why they're the best is exactly why this platform exists. We wanted to make some, Clinton Sparks put this whole thing together, and then got me involved, and I was so excited about the prospect of this that I wanted to be heavily involved. I was telling a story about being in Dubai back in 2012 at one of the early Middle East pop and sci-fi cons, and just to show you the way the world is adopting these gatherings of fandom, of pop culture, of video games. They're just sharing all of this stuff the same way that we are. And that's what I thought was so transcendent. So I saw these two sheikhs, like guys in the back, sitting on Barca loungers, dressed in clothing that let me know that these two would never pray together, but they're here playing Call of Duty. Like, bro, he's on your 6. And I just thought that was something so beautiful, the idea that we've got all of these differences. We've got all these theological and personal ideas that make up us, and we're really forced into an era of looking at the differences and emphasizing those rather than saying, hey, what do we have in common? I used to go to see Green Day or Alice in Chains and be really excited that there was somebody there who didn't dress like me, who had different haircut than I did, and loved this music. And I thought in those moments how cool, and also I grew up in the 90s where that was something we were trying to do actively, was find the ways that what we have in common, rather than going on social media and talking about how different we are. And so me going to those shows, me going to arcades, seeing people from all walks of life who are good at something, who want to get in the mix on that and compete with other people at that game and not let any of this other stuff even interfere, that's what got me so excited.
I mean, it's exciting, and I know competitive gaming has become such a huge industry, and I know that when the video games that I've played, like I got really into Call of Duty for a while, but I was never good at, I was so mediocre that anytime I was playing with anybody who was good, it was so intimidating that I was like, I just don't want to play. I want a competitive gaming league for people who kind of suck, like me.
Well, this lets everybody from around the world play against everybody from around the world. And you choose your game. So it's not all you're playing Punch-Out. It's not all you're playing Call of Duty. It's not all Mario Kart. But those are categories that you can compete in. I'm not going to come in and play GoldenEye. That game gave me trauma. Like, I'm so bad.
I would start and then just immediately get shot in the head and be like, oh, okay.
So my buddy invited me over to his house. He set up 3 large screen TVs in each room. It was a quad view. Everybody had their controller. And I was so bad at this game that I would suddenly see myself in the other 3 views as everyone approached me. And I was just dumbly running against a corner, just like moving and then they would all roll up and headshot me. And I was like, I don't even like this. So I would never compete in GoldenEye on GGL, but I'll probably see you guys in Puzzle Bobble.
Seth Green is here to talk about the Global Gaming League and a Ready, Seth, Go, which is on GGL Prime. It's a new series of competitions inspired by the iconic characters. Obviously, there's a bunch of different ways you can get involved in the gaming there. And even in alternative music, you talk about your history with K-Rock. It's funny to think that at recent shows, right, bands like 21 Pilots will have fans come up on stage and play them in Mario Kart on stage. How many of the different artists will actually, they've incorporated video games into their shows a lot of times.
Oh, wow.
Which is kind of incredible to think about. Or the idea
it's
that
become a mainstream part of people's lives, right?
Yeah, it's gotten to a point. And you know, if you're spending a lot of time on the road or you're on set, you know, it's so easy for you to bring with you hotel to hotel, whatever else. You've got your, what is your console of choice?
What do we have? I like the Xbox is probably the main thing that she plays, and also the PlayStation. But I can't emphasize this enough. My game is Miss Pac-Man, Tetris, Puzzle Bobble, and Pokemon Go. Like, that's...
Wow, so you really like the simple stuff.
Yeah, it's real basic for me. But I don't judge anybody. Everybody games in their own way. That's
but it's crazy because some of the characters that you've played in video games are like epic characters and epic games that people have mastered. And have you ever played your own games and gotten good at your games?
No, not like that at all. No, but I meet a ton of people. Everybody who's ever played Mass Effect, we've spent essentially hundreds of hours together.
Right.
So I'm not involved in that experience, but I can appreciate, because I recorded all that stuff, so I know the emotional directions of the character. Like, I know the potentiality of all the emotion trees that anybody could run through. So when I meet people and they've spent all this time, we've done this together, it's a weird thing that's meaningful for both of us, even though I didn't play the game.
Never met each other, right? Yeah. Exactly.
We're going to play Green Day now, but when we get back, Seth Green is here. Ally will reveal which one of his movies she had her first kiss during.
And wait, what Green Day are you going to play?
Basket Case.
This is one of the greatest live bands I've ever seen. And I've
Oh my
seen them
God. And they're
maybe 50
still
times.
incredible.
I went and saw the last show where they played all of Dookie and all of American Idiot, and it was mind-blowing.
Yeah.
So this was coincidental, but we'll pretend we queued this up for you. So one of Seth Green's favorite bands, and then we come back with that story and more next on K-Rock.
World famous K-Rock.
Klein Ally Show.
Klein Ally Show.
K-Rock.
Air drumming on key.
I'm so useless.
Seth Green is back on K-Rock right now talking about the Global Gaming League, but also a lot of people asking if you're going to be at Comic-Con this weekend. You say you will be there?
Yeah, I'm doing a panel with Malcolm Barrett Thursday morning, and then Matt Senreich and I are guests on the LucasArts Cultural Museum of Narrative Arts panel on Thursday. And then on set, this George Lucas is opening a massive museum down
Yeah, I know.
Exposition.
I drove by it the other day. I was like, damn.
Stunning.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. And I don't know. I've known that this guy's a collector forever, and he's got such an incredible attention to collecting things that are exquisite and important, culturally necessary. And now he's gathered everything for people to witness in one collection, and it's extraordinary. So
people arguing over what is the greatest thing you've done. So good to hear Seth back on K-Rock again. A lot of people sending love for Joker and Mass Effect, saying that's what got them into the thing. Without a Paddle is by far your best movie, according to 626.
And there's like a fight going on.
There's a
It's
big
like Robot
fight.
Chicken, Family Guy.
There's a lot of people battling
My
over.
God.
But it all comes down to what Ally made. Ally had her first kiss. I think when you have your first kiss during a movie, the movie instantly becomes a more magical movie. I don't remember my first kiss movie, but I remember the first time I felt up a girl. It was during Cliffhanger.
Wow.
And I will always...
Do you remember which scene?
Yes.
When were you like, now's my chance?
I well, it was
right
actually,
when he's hanging?
it was
Because
when
that
he-
would be a terrible
when he
time.
dropped his girlfriend. The gloves fell apart. And I said, I got to give my hand
This
quick.
is my moment.
That was my cliffhanger. But a movie instantly becomes that much more impactful. And Ally, your first kiss was during which Seth Green
I was
movie?
in 7th grade. I had started dating a guy named Ryan Moreland. I'm gay now, but this was my first crush and my first significant other in terms of 7th grade. And we had decided that we were going to go see Can't Hardly Wait in theaters, and that was going to be the moment. And we both knew it going in. We had talked to our friends about it, and this was all separate conversations with my friends, his talk with his friends. So we were sitting there the whole time, and I was enjoying the movie, but knowing that any moment this kiss is going to happen. I can't remember the exact scene where it happened, but it was the worst kiss still to date that I've ever had. And I remember going, this
Sorry,
is what
Ryan.
I was waiting for, but...
Sorry she first and last name checked you on the radio.
Yeah, Ryan Moreland, that was terrible.
You turned
it
her
was
gay,
really
Ryan.
bad.
You turned her gay.
I mean, it was sloppy. It was weird. Yeah, but Can't Hardly Wait is to date one of my favorite movies of all time, and I've seen it so many times. And I just I feel like it just holds up even now when you rewatch it.
I love that movie.
Well, now we're seeing, of course, the return of all things Dr. Evil and
Austin Powers.
and Scott Evil returning, and it's interesting how everything is. We've gotten so nostalgic. Everything has become everything that you probably thought. Well, I've cashed my last Austin Powers paycheck years ago, and then it's like you get a phone call from Mike Myers said we're doing it again. How does that happen?
I tell you the truth, I don't think about things in those terms. I really
That's how I would.
I've always gotten excited. No, I always get excited about something in the moment, and so I try to pay attention to the audience and what the sort of market will bear. You know, and you can always tell when the audience is like game for a particular type of joke or a type of story. Austin Powers is a really interesting title just because it hit so big when it hit, and it has remained in zeitgeist all this time. And then we made those two commercials. We made the GM commercial and the Verizon commercial, and I think that's why everybody's so excited. That and Mike Myers has been like Instagram baiting about
for
making
sure.
a sequel
I know
movie.
everyone's going crazy about it, but is it in develop? Like, is there a script yet?
I haven't seen anything. I've seen
there's
exactly
just
what
talk.
you've seen. Yeah, when Mike and I talk, we don't talk about that movie. So
Yeah.
So there's no scoop you can give us now that we can then use as some sort of a clickbait to bring attention selfishly to this show and say Seth Green revealed on K-Rock that Austin
that he
Powers
also saw Mike Myers' Instagram post
And said, "Wow,
All right.
interesting. I had no idea."
There's the scoop. Eddie, you're on with the great Seth Green back on K-Rock. What's up, Eddie?
Whoa. Hey, guys.
Oh, man.
Morning, Klein Ally.
You got this, Eddie.
Seth Green.
Thanks, buddy.
First of all, before I ask my question, I just want to say, Seth Green, you are like one of the nicest people ever to go up and ask for a picture. when I asked you for a picture last year at the Pumpkin Patch. It was awesome. You were so cool. One of the nicest people ever. Thank
You get approached constantly. You're at a pumpkin patch just trying to get a pumpkin, and this guy comes up for a picture. That happens all the time.
It's less than it was between 2003 and 2017.
Mm-hmm.
There was a period of time where it was just sort of every age group would recognize me, and it's a little different now. I also think I'm older now, and so younger people are a little less inclined to approach, which is funny to me. But I also just try to be nice while keeping it moving and not letting it affect whatever I'm doing. And if somebody's weird, I'll say, hey, you're being weird. Or if somebody's yelling, I'm like, hey, bud, you're yelling. Right? Like, I'm just very what you're giving me.
Yeah.
Now, is there, in your entire career, you've played so many iconic characters, and what is the one character that, is there a certain character that is the number one most recognizable that people will come to you for?
No.
It's all spread out.
Yeah, it's funny, and it's generational, right? So, like, if you're...
Like, you've got the Chris Griffin Family Guy.
That's a whole different thing. I had a 19-year-old tell me that he was so excited to see me on camera because he thought that I only ever did voiceover, and I should give on camera a try. And I was like, cool.
That's good advice. Thank you.
You just sort of can't take it. There was a point where I had already been working for over 10 years, and I had already made like 8 feature films. And I did a commercial for a burger chain called Rally's where I said the phrase Cha-Ching. And that became its own kind of where's the beef, I didn't do it catchphrase, but exclusively in the Midwest. And so in Los Angeles, it was as if it didn't exist.
Right.
In Los Angeles, I was like 8th build on an ABC multi-camera. But in New Orleans...
You were the Cha-Ching guy.
I was the Cha-Ching guy.
Yeah.
And so it was this weird... like totally disassociative experience, and people were like, hey, do you think you're going to give this acting thing a try? And so I sort of realized in that moment that nobody can be expected to know anything, and you can't take it personally that somebody thinks you're good at this but has no idea that you've already been doing this. Like, that has nothing to do with you.
You're so right that it's generational, because like obviously Klein and I know you from our own, like from the 90s, 2000s, but then Johnny over here is like, oh my God, that's the guy from Phineas and Ferb, and that's how he knows you.
He's Monty Monogram, the greatest.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Howard the Duck. I mean, there's it's cool to have that so much of that stuff,
I get all these,
draw from.
like, I say kids, but they're all in their mid-20s, and they're like, oh, I saw you in Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the Scooby-Doo guy.
That's Scooby-Doo guy.
Well, Seth Green is here, but we can't let him leave without asking not one, but 2 epic questions. These are the most epic questions you've ever been asked. And, of course, reminder for all things Global Gaming League. We'll put up all on our socials, but there's a lot going on in gglprimes.com for more details. It's time for 2 epic questions with Seth Green.
Two epic questions.
All right, Seth.
That's an incredible production.
These are epic
We
questions.
wasted no time putting this together.
Cha-ching. There it is.
Cha-ching. There's your line.
If you had to kill off one of your characters forever, which one would it be?
That guy's name. There's a character I played in a movie called Acai, who's just a real, he's so obnoxious. I could probably see him die. Well, he dies in the movie, so.
So you got to.
I mean, spoiler alert.
Oh, man.
Yeah, you spoiled Arcade.
I think his name is something silly like Shades or Wheels or Bricks. I can't even remember so long ago.
You are a well-noted gamer, as we've talked about. Is there another celebrity that you believe is very skilled at the art of video game?
Nathan Fillion is great at gaming, but also Claire Grant, my wife, is a killer. Like she played in the Fortnite Pro-Am.
Whoa.
In New York, I know.
Well, what's the top prize at that, if you win? Is that millions of dollars?
It was money. It was money, but for the guy, not for her. She was the celebrity
got
contestant.
it.
But this kid was like an 18-year-old kid, and he won a bunch of money.
Wow.
Would you like to talk to someone who wants to apologize to you? Brady, go ahead. We love connecting people with, anyone that they've encountered in their lives. Go ahead, Brady, round with the great Seth Green.
Hey, Seth, I don't know if you remember this, but you were with Macaulay Culkin going to the Pierce Farm Harvest Festival one year, and you guys put your faces in, like, the little reading railroad cutout, and I kind of did a slide move to get a picture of you two, and you came up very nicely and were like, hey, man, that's not cool. And I was so sorry, but I didn't really get it out in that moment, so I wanted to apologize for that, man.
Jesus.
You're so sweet, and I appreciate that. And
How many years
it's
have you been
so
holding
funny.
this? And it's so
well, no,
funny.
it's also like it's so shocking. But when Breckenmeyer and I were teenagers, we were in a Tower Records and we saw John Amos, the famous actor, and we were both so excited. We were like, "Oh my God, John Amos!" And John Amos said, "Oh, that's not cool." Yelling at me and pointing like I'm the boogeyman, and we were like, "Oh my God!" We were like, "Oh, I can't believe that!" And I'm devastated. And like I've never met him since.
But that stays with you.
No, I'm just haunted by his
He's the
reaction.
boogeyman.
He's the boogeyman.
And so let me just assure you, Brady, I hold no ill will, and everybody makes mistakes, and I also appreciate you even taking that cue and saying, "Oh, maybe this was inappropriate," right? So literally, I've never thought about it again, and I hope you don't either.
You know, Seth Green is a star of many things, but he's a human just like the rest of us. He bleeds.
He
goes
takes
to,
pictures and cutouts.
Goes to
like we
K-Rock
do.
shows, you know, and yes, sure, was he in Rat Race, one of the greatest movies ever made? Yes, he was.
I mean, almost every movie or TV show you've been in, there's been a request for a sequel or a reboot.
Ally and I
Buffy reboot,
Ally and I were
another
discussing,
Scooby-Doo movie.
would you be
Rat
opposed
Race.
to a all Seth Green film festival where we buy out a theater and we do a 24-hour marathon of your films?
Well, that would be exhausting, guys.
And you have to speak between each movie and do Q&A.
Talk about
So
your
I'm just
inspiration.
taking quick naps and peptides in between screens.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you please don't be a stranger. You're welcome here anytime.
Yeah,
It's good to have you back on K-Rock, on Instagram at Seth Green, and of course we will put everything else up on our socials. We're back in a moment with your tickets to a festival. And hey, I know you know Jack White. You've introduced him on stage before, but this is a festival coming to Santa Monica with Jack White, The Killers, Sublime, and more.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll give you your tickets away the second we get back from this quick break on K-Rock.
The greatest summer tradition since burning yourself on your seatbelt buckle. What are you talking about? Klein Ally Show, mornings on K-Rock.
This up.
K-Rock. We are Klein Ally Show. If you need us phones, text line 800-520-1067 when we're not around, which is some of the hours of the day. You can use that GOAT line, 844-956-GOAT. Allie, do you believe the first GOAT message will be a compliment or an insult?
Come on, compliment.
All right, show me compliment.
Hey, I just want to say I'm so happy the World Cup is over. Not because I hate soccer. I love soccer. It's my favorite sport. I'm happy it's over because then you guys can stop talking about it because you guys don't know what the hell you're talking about. So, love the show, but when you guys talk about soccer, it drives me crazy. So keep up the good work other than when you talk about soccer.
Well, we've decided that we're going to talk about it every day until the next World Cup. So for
We're going
the
to go real niche with it.
next 4
Minor
years,
leagues.
we're going to cover every player at every possible level until we finally figure out what the hell is going on. Yes, we're slow to pick up how it works, and I still don't really know what happened, but regardless, we're
They
done
have
talking.
stupid rules. I mean, come on.
Well, that's right.
I don't think it's us.
BS.
Yeah, listen, apparently, I don't know why none of them
You
just...
hear that, soccer?
None of them picked up the ball with their hands and threw it in the net. I don't know why they didn't think about that. Would have made those games a lot
Great
quicker.
point,
Thank
Klein.
you. But they weren't doing it.
Yeah, go Klein.
So, goal me, goal! Yell that out. You got to take a break with your news, and then we'll come back to a show that will not have any soccer talk after this.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News.
Let's talk about soccer.
Yeah, let's do it.
The numbers are in. They did all the math, and they determined that the World Cup made FIFA a ton of money, and it is now the most profitable sporting event in history. The 2026 FIFA World Cup made a total of $15 billion over the course of the 96 matches, and that's FIFA making money. That's not even all the cities and the country itself, how much money that was generated just by the people all traveling here to attend the matches.
Well, FIFA is a very corrupt organization, so I'm sure most of that money was done through bribery, et cetera. I mean, off-the-book money is probably triple that number you just gave.
Absolutely. And
So is FIFA, are they just promoters? Because they don't have players or teams. Like, what do they do? Just organize the event?
yeah, they're like the NFL. They're the one putting everything together.
Huh. Man, I got to get
getting
into
the
that
venue.
racket.
Yeah, I know.
It's the greatest racket, especially because those
They're
guys.
like, you guys played together on this date at this stadium. Boom.
Let's start our own FIFA.
And there's so many other stories of FIFA representatives that were taking sweet bribes to basically get because every country wanted to have the action there, so they would all of a sudden some FIFA representatives getting wined and dined all over Greece or something, so that they can throw them a game, and then they go, maybe if there's a little something in this duffel bag, we can make that happen.
Let's make fupa.
A lot of that stuff's happening.
Yeah.
So.
Well, they also say that even though people complained about FIFA and complained about the gouging, people still spent money on the games. So it doesn't, and that's what's frustrating is that, yes, it is a corrupt organization and everyone knows it and everyone complains about it, but still people spent $30,000 on attending FIFA World Cup games this year. So even though we love to complain, it doesn't matter. We'll still spend the money. So because we still spend the money, they're not going to change anything. It made $2 billion more than anticipated, and over 11 billion people watched the matches. And that's legally. I also mentioned yesterday that a lot of people were watching illegally. So there was probably another, probably another 500 million people that were watching it, through back alleyways.
If you do the math on that, just some basic math, you said $15 billion. It works out to about, they made $1 billion per goal that was scored during the entire event. It's really crazy if you think about it.
That's really insane. So I know everyone is getting excited about school potentially coming back relatively soon. A lot of people, a lot of parents are counting down the days. I believe some of those first back-to-school emails are just now going out. And just so you know, this year is going to be the most AIE year ever for the faculty. According to a study, educators are now using AI tools either occasionally or regularly, like ChatGPT for everyday tasks, lesson planning, writing, student support, emails, all that daily stuff that takes a lot of time. AI is helping the teachers, and now the students are using it too. And the students, if they're being told not to use AI, are like, well, why would I stop? My teacher's the one using it too. And it's even going farther than that, because one school is now putting in a robot to the classroom.
A rural upstate New York school. They're bringing humanoid robot teachers into the classroom. Check out Sally here. It has silicone skin, long brown hair, facial expressions. You can see some upper body movements. I think she's teaching the kids to count on her fingers.
I don't know. In what class is she teaching?
School officials say the robots aren't meant to replace teachers. Instead, they serve as classroom assistants.
But imagine if you're in first grade.
Teachers are sleeping with their students these days. You got to get robots in to help out with that, right, Allie? I mean, let's be honest. It's hard for all the teachers.
Are you saying
teachers.
the students would sleep with the robot teachers, or the teachers would sleep with the robots?
I think that the students the robot teachers would have to sleep with the students.
I mean, why do they have to make Sally so attractive? If you've seen the video,
but also,
she's
like, Sally looks like a reject from those new sex robots.
Yeah.
You know how those new sex robots are unbelievably attractive?
Right. And
this one looks like one of those rejects.
Yeah,
these are the robot jobs that the robots don't want.
Exactly.
Yeah, they go, this one's not going to make a lot of money. It's a sex
you're
robot.
not billionaire sex bot. You're going to be a Sally, the first grade teacher.
She can teach biology.
A lot of people still work from home, even if it's just part of the week. But why work from home when you can leave your home, sit in traffic, and then sit around with a bunch of other remote workers at a remote work mixer? These things are real, and they're happening right here in LA.
I have a call in a couple minutes. It's with my internal team, and I'm about to be like, look at this, and I think they're really going to support it.
We're hosting LA's first remote work meetup. We're down at Venice Beach. Dozens of people are putting the remote work today here at Venice Beach.
I went and surfed breakwater this morning, got out of the water at 8:30, grabbed my laptop, and here I am.
So you can imagine, yes, it's nice to get out of the house, but the benefit of remote work is that you don't need to drive to places like Venice that have no parking and a ton of traffic and then sit around with a bunch of other people who are staring at their laptops. But they swear this is so exciting and everyone wants to do it. And there's other ones planned for San Diego, other parts of the country, so people can travel to be together and stare at laptops in beautiful locations.
This is no different than what they were doing with WeWorks. They were creating these shared workspaces so people could have all the feels of being around coworkers, even though they were doing their own weird, job on their laptop.
Yeah, I've been to one of those places, by the way, and it's more like we pretend to work.
Right. It's a lot of people sitting around.
It's like, cool, I've got a really cool pod and a table and a there's a cool coffee bar. And it makes me feel like I'm working when I'm really not.
Typing and networking, and everyone's like looking for something. Like, do you have a job? No, you don't have one either? Okay, I don't have one either.
And everyone's looking for a distraction
right.
because they just want to be seen at a workplace.
Well, trust me, we're in this workplace every day. It ain't too great. So you're more than happy to...
I'd rather be at the beach, sure, but...
Wouldn't you rather be by yourself? Wouldn't you rather be in a room by yourself?
I thought that was the benefit, is you can be in your pajamas in your living room.
I know, but everyone thinks the other thing's better. They do this for a while, and then they want to be by themselves. People that are by themselves, they crave human contact.
Sort of like there's a middle ground somewhere.
Yeah, it's going to be that sex teacher robot. That's the middle ground. Get her out there working in the homes. We get into a brand new hour of the show next, perhaps the greatest hour of your life. We'll tell you everything we have in store for you after Sublime on KROQ. Good morning.
Real people, real inspiring.
Understand that what you've already experienced is as good as it's going to get.
Klein Ally Show K-Rock.
Hello, this is Brandon Flowers from The Killers. Lock your speed dial on K-Rock.
Listen to K-Rock every hour from 9 to 6 to win a pair of tickets. Ocean Wave Festival, Saturday, September 26th at the beach in Santa Monica.
Oh, is that what they're calling it now?
With The Killers, Jack White, Sublime, and more.
How's everybody doing? You need to see me right away so I can fix this. Till the sun blows up in the sky.
Courtesy of Golden Voice. Tickets and info at OceanWaveFestival.com.
Keep listening for your chance to win.
On the world-famous K-Rock Rock and Roll.
Your Klein Ally Show. If you're just waiting around for your chance to win some tickets to this festival that was just announced in Santa Monica, we will get you into the sand, onto the sand, and into the ocean for Ocean Way Festival with the Klein Ally Show Quiz, which will be coming up in about, 10-15 minutes. If you've been paying attention to today's show, hopefully you will be able to answer some very easy questions about things that took place over the last 4 hours together. And perhaps maybe one of those answers will be coming up right now with this old people secret.
From chicken brain to drinking rain, not getting laid, they call me the barmaid.
They call me the barmaid.
That's right. Let's live forever with Sweet Dibbit.
Sweet Dibbit.
Time for some old people secrets.
Listen closely. If you want to live forever, this is what you got to do. The old people setting us up for early death, or perhaps they're giving us the secret we need so we can also live to be 110 years old.
Oh, my God, I feel young.
She sounds it. And she's going to share with us her secret so that you can also live as long as this woman.
With the nation now reaching 250 years of age, we want to introduce you to a woman who's been around for 104 of them. CBS's Nikki Zizaza spoke with a centenarian who says healthy aging is about more.
It's like a spell they just put on this woman.
Nikki Zizaza. I think that was the language back then.
CBS's Nikki Zizaza spoke with a centenarian who said
she's a frog now, the woman. I don't know how that happened.
I turned you into a prince now, and Nikki Zizaza.
Say it again 3 times. Get her back.
There's no way that's correct. He's probably just as bad at pronouncing names as you are.
You think he's a name butcher?
104 of them. CBS's Nikki Zizaza spoke with a centenarian who says healthy aging is about more than just diet and exercise.
Spend 5 minutes with Doris Hill and you quickly realize she may be 104 years old, but her spirit never got the message.
Oh, my God, I feel young. I tell everybody, forget that 100. I feel like a 4-year-old child.
Well, I mean, you're probably eating the same diet.
I mean, it's the applesauce era, right? You go back to it.
You're off solids.
Right.
Completely at that point.
Yeah, in fact, everything's a choking hazard. It's the same thing as...
No more marbles for you.
Right, there's a bunch of stuff that you enjoy up until 4, and then again once you hit 104.
No Legos.
Right.
Yeah, no little pieces.
It's all that, it's back to the sippy, the applesaucers, the go-go-go-gurts and all that other crap, right?
That childlike joy shows up in the way she talks, the way she smiles, even the way she eats. Because Doris doesn't believe life should feel over.
She doesn't eat. She sips.
She's gumming everything.
Yeah.
That's a lot of It's a lot of...
Because Doris doesn't believe life should feel overly restricted. We caught up with Dr. George Hanawi, a geriatrician at MedStar Health, and he says one of the biggest misconceptions about aging...
What do you think it is? One of the biggest misconceptions about aging. What do you think is the we as
I think it's everything we just said.
Everything we've just said up until this
So
point.
you're just sitting around eating applesauce.
They don't
and
just
pooping your pants.
Yeah, pooping your pants.
Yeah, they don't just sit around eating applesauce and poop themselves. That's a misconception. This is what the doctor says.
Is assuming every older adult has the same experience or the same needs.
Okay, well, that's not our assumption. Are you pooping?
That's kind of what
Are you
our
pooping your pants and eating applesauce?
assumption they're all pooping.
Our assumption is that they're all doing exactly that. And he says that's just not the case.
Every older person is different than the other person.
Some
Dr.
people eat
Hanawi
mango
says
flavored
healthy aging is about more than just medicine and genetics. Purpose, connection.
So this is good to know because a lot of times you think, oh well, I got my grandma lived till she was 100, and her mom lived till so it's just I got good genes. And then other people go, I'm cooked. Like my dad's dad died when he was 5, and his dad died when his dad was 35.
Oh, wow. So the men on your side don't live long.
Early. And I think his dad's dad died when he was like 29. I mean, like,
what did they die of? Do you know?
Boredom, mostly, from the family stories. No, I mean, it was, I think, heart something, diabetes maybe, smoking stuff. But I just, I've already far
the things that
exceeded.
you can control, maybe.
Some things you can control better now, but also if you go by that rationale, and I would always hear these people that go, "Oh, I'm fine. My mom, my grandma lived," and I was like, "Yikes! I don't have."
Yeah,
any
I've got a
living
mixed bag. On my
grandparents."
mom's side, not good. Dad's side, good. So I don't know which one I got.
Yeah, you don't know, right? So anyway, this guy says, it's more than just that. You don't have to worry about all the crap that we believe we were told because there's more to it than that.
Mental engagement and joy can all play a role in...
Oh, damn it.
Damn it. I wish it was the genetics one.
God, why do we suck at both of those things?
I was going, we have at least a chance. It's not genetics. Oh, it's joy? Oh, no.
Mental engagement and joy can all play a role in longevity.
All right, we're cooked. We are cooked, guys.
That's okay. Yeah. I'll be fine just kind of eating applesauce and crapping myself for a little while. And then I'll be ready to go, I think. I mean, how long can you do that for before that gets boring? Unless you have dementia and every day's new.
Right, you got to hope for that, I guess. Because then you're like, I'm having applesauce today. What did I have yesterday? Oh, you had prime rib. Okay, good. I'll have the applesauce today. Just tell me I had prime rib yesterday every day.
How many friends I had, how many people loved me, and it was not my age. Then I became happy.
Why is she whispering?
I don't know.
Let me tell you the secret. Doris loves working on puzzles to keep her mind sharp, and she says she has no life regrets.
Okay, now she's about to share with us her secret.
No
though.
life.
So you've got a lot of stuff there that deal with. That's Doris, once again, great old lady name.
Yeah.
Puzzles and this and that, but she's about to share with her secret. Now, if you want to live forever, like Doris, it's not about your relatives, not about your genes, it's not about pretty much anything that you thought. But what do you believe her secret is, which she'll share with us in a moment? Allie, we'll start with you.
Okay, I'm going to say that she plays, I think beyond puzzles, she plays like crosswords. It's going to be another game, like any kind of specific game that she plays every day.
Can't die until I figure out 36 down.
Yes, or Sudoku or something.
Okay, fair enough. Jake the Nerd, what's your secret?
Hang with my friends.
Okay. Omar, what do you think her secret is?
Yeah, I think she's obsessed with keeping her mind busy, and I think she's going to say something to the fact of you always keep learning. Learn something new every day or every month or whatever.
Learn something new. And if you have that dementia, you can learn the same thing every day.
I know, it's new.
It would be a surprise.
Vanessa, what is her secret?
A paso a day keeps dementia away.
The mention away?
The mention where I'm from.
Who's the mention?
A paso a day keeps dementia away.
Oh.
Dementia?
Okay.
Dementia. Dementia.
It's a mensch.
Get away, Mentia.
Alzheimer's.
Let's find out what she said.
I eat whatever I want. I have no rules.
Oh, no rules. Eats whatever she wants. Just happens to be applesauce.
Keeps the dementia away.
Keeps the dementia away. All right, in moments, we will ask you to give us a call only if you've been paying attention to today's show. That's right. Make it difficult for you, but the prize is worth it. So,
Sorry, we made you think.
Be ready to call and claim your tickets to a festival.
Klein Ally Show.
Mornings on K-Rock.
Yeah!
K-Rock.
As promised, a pair of tickets can and will be yours right now if you've been paying attention to today's show, and hopefully you've been taking notes or you have at least some sort of short-term memory left. You can give us a call, 800-520-1067, if you'd like to win yourself into this festival. The Killers, Jack White Sublime, and many others. Ocean Way Festival happening at the beach in Santa Monica on September 26th. You can win your tickets all day long, and a lot of those tickets are easier to win. You just got to be the 20th caller. In this particular case, though,
a little more complicated.
Making you earn them by proving you paid attention to the show. And some people are already on the phones claiming they started listening this morning at 6 a.m. If that is you and you think you can answer some very basic questions, just have to get 3 in a row right and you're into the show. We'll come back and take your calls and give away those tickets after this at 800-520-1067. But please meet Julia Wolf in my room on K-Rock.
Klein Ally Show. Mornings on K-Rock. Yeah! K-Rock.
All right, you listen to the show. Thank you for doing that. Greatly appreciate it. Let's go ahead and prove that you were actually paying attention to what we did over the last 4 hours plus here at K-Rock and give you a chance to win your way into an amazing festival. More tickets for you tomorrow morning. If you don't win them now, all day long, here we go.
The Klein Ally Show Quiz.
That's funny.
Titi Taga.
I don't have fleas. I have ants.
This Gregor likes Walmart.
You never call.
Ozzy.
I'm with you, Hitler.
Bitch.
Those are all sound effects from different shows, not necessarily today's show, but it's time. By the way, got to get Jake back to the pawn shop. I miss Koala and Mama and all of them. There are a lot of people on the phone that claim they've been paying attention because they want these tickets, and I don't blame you. So let's officially get into it now. Here's the way it works. If you're on hold, stay there because we may need you. First person to get 3 in a row right will win. A lot of people can get 2. 3 is hard. And if they trip up, get the question wrong, I was listening, but I don't remember. We move on to the next caller, and they get a chance to start all over again.
Could be over quickly, could take a long time.
Sometimes it goes on way too long, as we've been told in many show meetings. We say hi to Valerie.
We have one today.
Oh, we do? Oh,
yes.
Jesus. Hey, Valerie, good morning.
Good morning.
When did you start listening to Klein Ally Show this morning?
Yes, since 6:30 a.m.
6:30. Good God, sorry. We can't give you that time back. Did you take notes at all, or just memory?
Yes, I did. I have them in front of me.
Can you read something from your note? Just pick a random note and read it to us?
Yeah. The first note that I have is the dumbest thing to ask at an acai place.
Oh, good.
Oh, it's so funny you say that because I actually have questions here, and that may be one of the first questions coming your way, so hopefully you're paying attention. We go to question number 1 right now. Jake went on a date last night, a Bumble date. He asked the woman he was on the date with to rate his outfit on a scale of 1 to 10. What score did the date give Jake on his outfit?
1.
All right, a 1.
Easy question.
Now that, listen, even if you
were guessing.
Yeah, even if you were guessing, that'd probably be right. Let's find out if you're right.
How would you rank my outfit?
Ooh.
1 out of 10.
Seriously?
Yeah, 1 out of 10.
Seriously? On
Sure.
a first date?
Yeah.
A 1.
That is a correct answer. You have gotten 1 right, and that means you are 2 away from winning your tickets. So congratulations, Valerie. We go to question number 2 right now. Allie claims earlier today on the show that she got herpes from a man. Not a question, that was just a statement.
Thank you.
She also claimed that she had her first kiss.
Why did you mention that?
I
It's
just
not
want-
even a question.
I just want to bring it up to anyone who wasn't
I
listening to
didn't
that part.
confirm that, by the way.
Preface every show with
Yeah,
this.
just want to mention that as often as possible.
Great.
Allie mentioned when Seth Green was in here that she had her first kiss ever during one of his movies. What movie of his did she have her first kiss during?
Can't hardly wait.
Allie, was your first kiss, not to be related, not to be confused with the time you got herpes from a guy? But
That was a different movie.
Which Seth, was that another Seth Green movie?
Yes, I only get herpes and first base
The Seth Green movies?
experiences from Seth Green movies. It was Can't Hardly Wait.
Can't
right.
hardly wait. You got that right. Congratulations. You've gotten 2 right now. If you get this 3rd one right, you're going to the festival. If not, we move on to someone else. And I know that you're probably going to regret spending all this time listening to the show if you don't win, so I hope you win. And this is the next question that we actually have queued up and ready to go. Postmaster Johnny ordered what strange topping while attempting to get an acai bowl? Which strange topping did he request?
The cheese? The shaved cheese?
Shaved cheese. Let's find out if you're right.
The moron asked if the coconut shavings or cheese. Who puts cheese on acai bowl?
You have been paying attention to today's show.
Ah, good job.
Congratulations. That's it. 3 and done. Valerie, you're going.
Sweet. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And now you can take all those notes and throw them in the trash.
Burn
you don't need them ever again. Yeah, burn them so you can get your day back. And we will get you into this festival. Who are you excited about? The Killers, Jack White, Sublime, or more?
The Killers.
Yeah, it's going to be a great time in Santa Monica. Tickets every hour, all day long. We'll do them again tomorrow. And all you got to do is wake up. Valerie's good. That's a good example for those of you that are not listening or didn't start listening early. Very easy. She committed to it. She said, today's the day I'm going to take notes, listen to the goddamn show, everything they say, good, bad, or otherwise. And she did it, and now she's going. So tomorrow morning, hopefully that will be you. And congratulations to Valerie. Enjoy those tickets. All right, takeaways from today's show, and then we can officially get the hell out of here and turn things over to Sluggo. That'll be happening in just moments with more of those tickets for the festival that Valerie just won on K-Rock. Here we go. Takeaways.
All right. Of course, 925 has one of the most common takeaways after old people's secrets. A puzzle a day keeps the mentia away.
Yeah, that's a good takeaway.
652, if you're short, dunk on that bitch.
Yep.
Dunk on that bitch all day.
Did you hear the conversation that happened after Seth Green was, basically Jake came in and did the thing he always does where he says, hold my dog for a picture?
But it was a fascinating conversation between them.
And Seth Green gave Jake a whole tutorial on how to date as a short guy?
Yeah, he said, you know what? If they have any kind of a problem with your height, get rid of them. He said his wife is tall and she wears heels and she never had a problem. And he was like, I've had people that were insecure about it, and it's just, you don't have to waste your time with it because there are plenty of people who don't care.
Green.
Yeah, he's also very successful.
Very talented guy.
Dunk on that guy.
He said, there's step stools everywhere. He has comeback lines for anybody who makes comments about him being short. 714, my takeaway is manual transmission drivers have to text with their knees or something.
It's a good takeaway.
949, my takeaway is RIP booby cams in sports.
Booby cam.
818, Jake goes Ally and Vanessa mouth party. That's not happening. 213, rattlesnakes.
Is that the meeting we have after the show today? You have mouth parties with Jake?
213, rattlesnakes are being dicks this year.
They sure are.
213, some dude named Ryan Moreland is a terrible kisser.
Mm-hmm.
And 562, Klein's wife hogs all the bacon.
All the bacon. It's just not okay. Not fair. I'm not even talking about Canadian bacon. She could have that trash. I'm talking about real, good old-fashioned American bacon.
No one's hogging that.
No one is. All right, what's your takeaway from today's show, Jake the Nerd?
Come to the Ren Fair. Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Huzzah on you.
What is your takeaway there, Vanessa?
Jason Report was busy this morning.
Yeah, busy. High-speed chase. Jason Report covering that whole thing. Johnny, takeaway?
Jake's got gay shorts.
He sure does. He's got the gayest of the shorts, according to his date. Omar, you got a takeaway?
If you're old, you're pooping your pants.
All old people are pooping their pants. It's all that applesauce. Works its way right through.
Probably a great joy. Finally, I can just go back to pooping my pants.
Hey, Ally, you have a takeaway from today's show?
My takeaway is Seth Green is the Cha-Ching guy.
He's the Cha-Ching guy, but only in the flyover states, apparently.
Yeah.
Have a great day. Do it tomorrow. Try to do it better. If you need us in the meantime, there's a GOAT line for you, 844-956-GOAT. Comments, critiques, criticisms, complaints. You can also find us on YouTube, where today's episode will be going up for you to enjoy with your viewing pleasures. And then we'll do it again tomorrow. I'll give away some more tickets and get you into Universal and everything else. All right, have a great day. Bye.
Klein Ally, it's just okay. Klein Ally, it's just okay.
Wow.
Klein Ally, it's just okay. Just okay.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.